What's going on, everyone? It is Tuesday, September 6th, 2022, and as we speak, we are less than 48 hours from the 2022 NFL season kicking off. We're back with T-Bone and Buzzsaw, your favorites, and we just more NFL, baby. Why stop now, baby?
We got
5
last
more months to go.
Last episode till football's here.
So we're gonna go over. We never did the AFC Playoff Predictions, so we're gonna go over that. We're gonna do the over/under total wins for the entire AFC. We each got some bold predictions we're going to go over, as well as predicting the 2022 NFL awards, as well as we're going to go over the first week of betting lines for the regular season, and we got some value plays for the first week of daily fantasy.
I got to set that thing up real quick.
What?
The spreadsheet for our picks.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Well, then on the old one.
Well, then in that case, Cole, what's your AFC playoff bracket look like?
My bracket, y'all want to hear it?
I'd be more than honored.
I got it
Let's
right
go,
here,
baby.
coming in hot and heavy. All right, so my AFC playoff predictions. My 1 seed, I got Buffalo Bills. I think they're the most complete team in the league, arguably the best offense, arguably the best defense. They're not in a very heavy division. I think they'll probably go 6-0 in division play, maybe 5-1 worst case. They drop a game with the Dolphins. They're my 1 seed. 2 seed, I got Bengals versus 7 seed Chiefs. All right. Rematch from last year. Got 2 seed Bengals taking the top, non-top seed versus Chiefs squeaking in with the last seed. And I have the Chiefs beating the Bengals this time around. Even though they are playing in Cincy, I think that come playoff time, the Chiefs' new offense is going to be clicking and firing on all cylinders. And Reed and, all the personnel, Juju, the 2 speedsters, Mecole Hardman, Valdez-Scantling, the running backs, the O-line, the defense, I think they're all going to be firing, and I think that we're going to see the Chiefs take one as a underdog 7 seed.
And it's
the Chiefs as the 7 seed?
I do, yeah.
And it's a revenge game, too.
So, sorry, Bengals fans. Y'all aren't going back to the Super Bowl. Chiefs got your number. AFC's too loaded. First game wild card weekend, Bengals over Chiefs. Second game wild card weekend, I got the 3 seed Colts versus 6 seed Los Angeles Chargers. All right, and so I actually have the AFC West as the 4, 5, or the 4, 6, and 7 seeds, just because I think they're going to beat up on each other so much, and the Colts are going to get the Texans twice, the Jags twice, and the Titans twice, to where I think the Colts record-wise are going to be in the 3 seat.
Yeah.
So, but I have the Chargers beating the Colts wild card game weekend too. I mean, there's just too much firepower on this Chargers teams on both the offense and defensive side of the ball. My only worry is if they suffer defensive injuries. But as long as Khalil Mack's playing, J.C. Jackson, and most of these guys, they're going to have too much firepower for old Matt Ryan to beat them. I wish he could, but I just don't see it.
Yeah.
Second game, Chargers beating Colts. Last game, I have a wild card weekend.
Sorry, I'm looking at his screen. He put 2022 football. Fuck yeah. That's a title.
Fuck yeah. My last game of wild card weekend, I got 4 seed Broncos versus 5 seed Ravens, and this one was tough for me. I really wanted to pick Baltimore. I think they're going to have a good bounce-back year. But I have Denver advancing. I like Russell Wilson more in the playoffs, and I like Lamar Jackson. Plus, they're going to be playing at Mile High. And I think this team is going to gel late, kind of like the Chiefs, kind of like, a lot of these teams' new pieces. So I have Denver beating Baltimore to advance the divisional round. First game of divisional round, I have 1 seed Bills versus 7 seed Chiefs. This is going to be a really good game. Love Patty Mahomes, love Reed, Kelsey, the Chiefs, but this is Buffalo's year.
I felt a butt coming on there.
Yeah, there was a butt. There was a big butt. And this is just Buffalo's year, man. I mean, they're the only team in the league that you could say they have the best offense and the best defense. Plus, they're at home. And after that game last year that Buffalo should have won against Kansas City, I don't think they're going to let this one slip away from them. I got Bills going to the AFC Championship. Second game of divisional round, I got 4 seed Denver Broncos versus 6 seed Los Angeles Chargers. This was another tough one. This will be the 3rd time these teams face each other in the season. But like I said a little bit ago, the Chargers personnel on both offense and defense is what's going to get them past Denver. I do love Denver. But the only thing that could hold the Chargers back, in my opinion, is obviously number one, health, but then number two, Brandon Staley. If Brandon Staley makes another boneheaded move in this game, then Denver very well could beat them and go to the AFC Championship. But I'm banking on the Chargers personnel, and I'm banking on Staley not making that big mistake again. So then my AFC Championship, I have Bills versus Chargers. This will be a great game. I think all of these AFC playoff games are going to be great because the division's just so good. And I mean, all these teams, they have a good they have a good defense to pair with good offenses. But like I just said a minute ago, I think this is the Bills' year. They're the favorites for a reason. I have Buffalo beating Los Angeles Chargers in the AFC Championship to go to the Super Bowl. And kind of to tie back with how we talked about NFC. So my Super Bowl, I have Bucks versus Bills. Bills taking the crown, win the Super Bowl. Josh Allen gets Super Bowl MVP.
I mean, you got Tom Brady in a revenge season against Giselle, though. After the divorce.
I do. Well, whenever
Against the kids?
Yeah.
Shit, he's going to be mad.
they're getting divorced.
Yeah. Well, that's
Wait, what?
Apparently that's happening.
They're
apparently,
getting divorced?
Apparently Giselle doesn't live in the same house anymore. Like,
Well,
apparently
okay,
that's what happened.
if
when they
any-
left,
if
apparently.
anything,
those are the rumors.
If anything, I think
Really?
that's going to
Yeah.
fire his ass up even more.
Yeah.
So,
Probably.
but I think
Or he's gonna
whenever we
lose his marbles.
made our NFC picks too, it was before all this Brady fiasco bullshit. But yeah, I have Bills, Bucks, Bills taking the Lombardi, Josh Allen,
Lombardi.
Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah. Well, our AFC
how I see
brackets are similar.
Buzzsaw.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah. I got the 1 seed Chargers. I think
You got
Chargers.
Chargers the one
Shit, yeah, I got Chargers
in
at
that
the one.
division.
I had them going 13-4 in the AFC West. I think Chargers are
Buddy.
gonna go like 13-4 this year. I got them at the 1 seed.
bold.
2, I got the Indianapolis Colts. I don't think the Colts are the second best team in the conference, but I think schedule wise, how they're gonna play football, they're gonna go like 12-5 or something. They'll get 2 seed. 3 seed, I got the Bills, probably around 12-5, something like that. 4 seed Ravens. I think Ravens are coming this year. I think Lamar's pissed off. They're going to take the division. I don't think Bengals win the division this year. Bengals come in at the 4 seed, probably 11-6, 12-5. 5 seed Chiefs, probably like 11-6, something like that. 6 seed Broncos, something like that. Bengals, 7 seed. Probably still could be 11-6.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying. Like all these games are going to be
Did you have-
awesome.
I think you had did you have the same exact teams as I did?
Did you have Chargers, Colts, Bills, Ravens, Chiefs, Broncos, Bengals?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, like that's the team. Other than the Raiders,
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only other team. I
Or
feel
if
like
you want
put
to
in.
get spicy and
Dolphins,
put the Dolphins in there,
yeah.
maybe,
Maybe the
Pats,
Steelers.
Titans.
Yeah,
But
but yeah, all right. Game 1, 2 seed Colts, 7 seed Bengals. Gonna be a good game. I think Matty Ice gets the best of him. He's sending Joe Burrow back home round 1.
okay.
Love it.
Bills Broncos second game. I really wanted to pick the Broncos. I actually picked the Broncos, but I switched it. I picked the Bills. I couldn't do it. I had them written down. I scribbled them out. Bills advance. And then Ravens Chiefs. Lamar's nemesis. Lamar gets
Wait, so
them
you
this
Chiefs says 4?
5 seed.
So 4,
Ravens
okay,
is the
5.
4. And Baltimore. I think Lamar gets the best of Kansas City this year in the playoffs. Ravens advance. Chiefs go home round 1. Burrow, Russell Wilson, and Patty Mahomes out round 1. Round 2,
All right.
Chargers, Ravens. I got the Chargers taking it. I love the Ravens this year. I think it'll be great.
Why do I got a
Herbert.
hunch you got the Chargers going, huh?
I don't. I have your.
Oh.
I have. We're similar.
Mm.
I got Chargers taking out the Ravens in round 2. I think Chargers are just on paper the best team as long as Staley, like you said, doesn't get in the way. They're gonna roll. Second game, Colts Bills. I really wanted to take the Colts. But I just think, like you said, Bills are on a mission this year. I think this is their year. I got Bills advancing, so I got same thing as you. Chargers, Bills, AFC Championship game. In L.A., though, but I still got the Bills taking it to them in a hard-fought, close game, 35
It's just
to 31.
like if the Bills are going to win it, it's
The Bills, I mean, they've already the best defense this year. They're probably going to have the MVP
Yeah.
this year.
And
Like,
McDermott. They have McDermott.
McDermott,
He's
yeah.
a good head coach.
I
So-
mean, the fact their defense was number 1 in scoring last year, and they're bringing everybody
Yeah.
back. Plus Von Miller, they got Josh. Like it's hard to
it's
pick.
set up for them. I really wanted to pick the Chargers, but I can't do it because of Staley.
I
If they had a
couldn't-
good
yeah.
head coach, I'd pick them.
Because personnel wise, the
Staley bugs
Chargers
me.
can match with Buffalo personnel wise.
if not even better, honestly. Like just like stack
Well,
up.
my
star
thing
I
with
think
that
they're
too-
probably better.
I think
I
they're
don't
probably
think
roster-wise,
I don't
yeah.
think they're better, but my thing with that too is a lot of these guys, especially specifically on the defense, are kind of injury prone, and they haven't been too healthy the past few years. That's my biggest
On
thing.
Bills
with
or Chargers?
On the Chargers defense specifically.
Same with the Bills. Von Miller and Tre'Davious White. They're both always hurt too.
But the Chargers defense as a whole, though,
Jordan Poyer's injured this season. Coming into the season,
he'll be. I think that, but there's something like last year, the past few years, the Chargers defense, they have had guys miss time.
I mean,
so
they have
many
Derwin, Bosa, Khalil Mack.
But I think like player for player healthy. I think the Chargers.
I think Chargers have a better. I think Chargers have the best
team.
roster in the league on paper. I mean, they're just.
They still have what?
For me,
Both,
I'll believe it when I see it type of deal though, because we've
Well, of
talked about
course,
the Chargers. The Chargers team on paper is like a Madden team.
Well, that's what we're saying.
Yeah.
We're not saying. Yeah, I agree. I see it. That's why I have the Bills over them. I
Yeah.
can't pick them yet. I want to pick them, but I can't. So I got Bills and Niners. If I had to repick, I probably wouldn't have the Niners in the Super Bowl, but I got them there anyway. So I got Bills.
Stick with them.
I got Bills Niners, and if it's Bills Niners, I got the Bills.
Okay.
Josh Allen MVP, so I'm saying.
So hypothetically, who would you take over the Niners now?
I have no clue. The NFC is just a crapshoot.
See,
I don't
me,
know who's coming out
I
of the
just picked
NFC.
Brady just because he's Brady.
I just picked the
team's still
Niners just
good.
because if Trey Lance is half a shit, then they're
They'll
raw.
be scary.
Yeah. All right. Let's do mine real quick. I got the Chiefs as my 1 seed.
Okay, I'm shocked that both of y'all have AFC West teams as your 1 seed. I didn't think you would have that.
I'm putting them
Just because I think that division is
It's
just
gonna
going
beat
to
up
eat
each
each other and
Yeah.
beat the hell out of each other to
Probably.
where record-wise, I think they're
the
going to
Colts.
be.
I think
I think the Colts could get the 1.
But even
they
the
could.
Bills, they get the Jets twice. They get the Dolphins.
Dolphins and Pats won't be easy though.
no.
I think Pats might be easy for them this year. I mean, we saw that.
I bet they go
that
3
playoff
and
game.
1.
What did they beat them like 48
crushed
to
them.
like
They
10?
killed.
But I mean, the Patriots beat them once in the regular season. I think the Dolphins
They did, but
too.
I think that
that was that like wind game
yeah,
where they
Mac threw like twice.
Yeah.
That
I bet they'll probably run 3 and 1. They'll probably go 5 and 1 in division.
yeah.
I had the Chiefs at 1 because I think it's gonna be similar to why the Titans got the 1 seed at 12-5 last year. I think there's gonna be because they play a lot of good teams. I think they're gonna win enough games and get some tiebreakers they need to get that 1 seed.
That's bold. Their schedule is so.
Oh,
brutal.
it's tough.
Yeah,
I
I
also
think the Colts have a better chance of getting. The
I do
1
too,
seed.
just because they're a division.
They're going to
Yeah.
eat their.
I mean, when you
division
break
up.
down that Chiefs or any team in that division
Yeah.
schedule, they're
Yeah.
all just
the Chiefs is
brutal.
worse though because they're playing the
They're
division winner.
yeah,
of
they're,
the
they
schedule.
might have the hardest schedule of any team
I think they
ever.
definitely.
Like,
honestly, yeah, it's
I
ridiculous.
think Mahomes is gonna. I think he's heard all this shit about Josh Allen and Justin Herbert being the new best guys. I think he's gonna come in ready to roll. I think he's gonna come in pissed off. So I'm gonna roll with that. Give me the Chiefs as the 1 seed. 2 seed, they got the Bills against the 7 seed Raiders.
The Raiders.
The Raiders.
all right.
I have the Broncos not in the playoffs. I have the Raiders instead of the Broncos.
Okay.
And I got the.
I want to revise when we did the AFC West. I'm coming around to the Broncos more. I'm putting them above the Raiders. I had the Raiders up there.
Okay.
I'm coming.
Came
back
to your
around.
senses.
I'm coming back. Around.
They're just the better team.
They are
Yeah.
better quarterback.
Yeah.
I'm take the Bills to beat the Raiders. And then in my 4 versus 5, I got Colts with the 4 seed, Chargers with the 5 seed.
That's a hell of a game.
I got the Chargers advancing as the 5 seed.
Ground and pound versus aerial.
I think
assault.
can we all agree though that we like the Colts as our sleeper AFC team?
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Just
Yeah.
because they're division.
I think
like,
they'll be a
They're,
top
they're not
3
they're not the
seed.
sexiest team, but if they can come into playoff time with the run game firing and the defense
you're not
playing
gonna wanna
lights
play
out,
them.
no.
I could totally see
No.
them getting the 1 seed.
And they have a
No.
good. They have a great defense
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
They lost Eberflus, but who knows?
Yeah.
And then I got 3 seed Bengals versus 6 seed Ravens, and I got
Divisional game.
the Bengals winning that one. You know how I feel about Lamar.
Yeah, he does not like himself
he
some
doesn't.
Lamar.
So that
I'll
would
prove
put.
you wrong this year, buddy.
So that would mean 1 seed Chiefs versus the 5 seed Chargers, and I got
That would be a
yeah. And I got the Chargers on the road in Arrowhead, advancing, beating the Chiefs, going to the AFC
You
Championship.
got the
game
Chargers going into Arrowhead and
Beating
taking them out.
and taking them
Woo,
out. I
buddy.
think it's gonna be.
What happened to
game.
Patty being pissed?
Yeah.
Huh?
I think it's
Now
running
you're
out.
going
Then
back?
I think the Chargers gonna be healthy. I mean, Staley might make a 4th down call that works out.
But what if he doesn't?
What if they're not healthy?
I'm predicting they're healthy, so we're going
All
Chargers,
right.
baby. And then
I got them there too.
I got the 2 seed Bills versus the 3 seed Bengals, and I got the Bills winning that one in a tight one.
Tight one.
Oh, that'd be in Buffalo. And then Chargers Bills. Here we
All
are.
right.
Here we are again.
Wow.
And I'm doing what
Do we
y'all
all have
didn't
We
do.
all have Chargers Bills.
And I'm doing what y'all didn't do. I'm taking the Chargers
All
to
right.
beat the Bills.
Good
Hey,
man.
way to get some diversity in here,
Yeah.
huh?
So I'm
Way to-
taking
way to go
So
on
we
a
don't have the
limb.
same exact.
Way to drop the sack.
Thinking about it now, them going on the road in Arrowhead and on the road in Buffalo, that seems like a lot. So, but I'm taking the Chargers to go to the Super
Hey,
Bowl.
why not, man?
We are going to be blessed with the AFC playoffs when it comes around.
Oh my
Every
God.
single
It's
game.
gonna be
I mean,
fucking
pick any of the
fireworks.
7 teams: Ravens, Bills.
It's gonna be fireworks.
Broncos, Broncos, Bengals, Chargers, Colts.
The only
any
one I think
game.
that could not that may be a boring game if it happened out of all these teams would be Colts Ravens
Yeah.
Oh,
or
yeah.
Colts Broncos.
Or if like the Steelers snuck in,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
like the.
But if it's
the
any-
Raiders would still be a
if
fun
it's
ass
any
game.
of if it's any of the Bills, Bengals, Chiefs, Chargers, or probably I mean if it's any of these teams that has
Broncos,
a high-powered
Raiders,
quarterback play and elite skill position groups, they're going to be fireworks.
I mean, all the games
all
that
the,
we just
all the
listed.
teams have great quarterbacks. Matt Ryan's the worst quarterback.
yeah.
I mean, all the games we just listed would be like great, like Sunday night games,
Oh,
like
shit,
anyway.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
and the chance because we'd have
absolutely.
what? We'd have
God, I mean,
we'd have
yeah,
4
Bills, Chiefs.
It'll
We'd have
make up
3
for
of
the
those.
NFC when it's like fucking
Yeah.
Eagles, Vikings, or
Yeah.
something stupid like
oh,
that.
for sure. I mean, because we're gonna get 3 of those
Saints and
games that
Panthers.
weekend.
yeah.
Yeah.
God,
But
AFC's loaded.
it
Yeah.
really is in a big way.
I was thinking this earlier too. I think it's so funny how like we could try to like have different answers, but all 3 of us think like almost the same exact way for NFL
I can't believe we literally
wise.
all had Chargers, Bills.
That was pretty
we all
funny.
but he had the Raiders. Besides that, we all have the same
Yeah.
exact teams too.
I think AFC's easy to pick those teams though. Like outside of the
is.
Raiders, the only other team maybe be the Dolphins or the Steelers.
I could see someone putting the Pats in there just because of Belichick.
Yeah, I mean, I kind
I
of,
w-
I
I wouldn't.
kind of
I
want to
wouldn't,
put the
but-
Steelers in there.
I kind of want to put the Steelers in. I got a feeling about them.
Yeah, I mean, it's Tomlin, baby. Can he pick it?
I mean, hell,
Small-
I
small
mean,
hands,
if Tomlin,
it's coming.
if the Steelers or Pats can go, let's say 9-8 or 10-7, then they could potentially beat one of these AFC West teams that could have the same
a
record.
10
as
and
a
7
3 seed.
team's gonna get in.
Yeah.
There's no way
Oh,
all
yeah.
7 teams.
There
are
might
gonna go
there might
11
be
and
2
6.
10-7 teams
Because
that
the
can get
AFC
in.
as a
there
whole-
could be a 9-8 team that gets in.
I mean, the AFC.
Yeah.
If the West damn near splits even, a 9-8 team could sneak in there.
I mean, the
Yeah.
AFC as a whole is going to beat up on each other. I
Yeah.
mean, there's so many good teams.
Yeah.
I mean, there's literally there's 3 teams that like legitimately probably won't be competitive. That's the Jags, Texans,
Jets.
and
Jets.
Jets.
That's it.
Like everyone
Every
else.
other team, if you said they made the playoffs, you wouldn't be like,
The other
Wouldn't-
13 are like
is
in
this
it.
is this the best time in NFL? Is this the most talent we've ever had at the quarterback
Oh,
position?
no question.
doubt.
I
No
think
question.
it is
No
for sure,
doubt.
right?
I mean, when
mean-
you got guys like Mac Jones, who just won Rookie of the Year, and everyone's like, this guy blows.
Yeah, and he's
like Mac Jones is pretty good.
Who's
for-
saying he blows?
No, but no one's like hyped
Yeah,
up
yeah.
about Mac
But
Jones.
even you
like,
look at a team like the Texans with Davis Mills,
Yeah.
like who's no one's even mentioning or thinking about. He just had a pretty damn good rookie year.
yeah,
Like
Jimmy Garoppolo's a backup.
If Davis
in the league.
Mills was placed in the league in like 2006, 2007 after this rookie year, people would be like just hyping up that stock.
oh, he'd
buying
be like
that
one of the best young
dramatically.
quarterbacks in the league.
Oh yeah, and now
I
it's
mean,
like
Jimmy
now
Garoppolo's
no
on
one's
the
even
bench.
blinking an eye.
I mean, coming into
Like,
training camp, there were literally 2 teams, the Panthers and Seahawks, who we weren't sure who their quarterback was
Yeah.
going to be. Everybody else had a starting
Well,
quarterback.
and it's like all these other young quarterbacks too we don't know about. It's still like Zach Wilson's got a cannon
Yeah.
and can run around. Justin Fields,
Yeah.
super athlete,
Still young guys
huge
with immense
frame,
upside.
giant arm. Trevor Lawrence, obviously like blue chip
Yeah.
guy. Like Mac Jones, I mean precision, like great reading and everything. Like
Yeah.
and no
and
one's
I mean,
just like,
what's
eh,
wild
whatever.
too is even you mentioned like the Panthers, right? They have Baker Mayfield, the 1 pick a few years ago, and then his backup, the 2 pick from a few years ago.
yeah.
No,
It's
Sam
like
Darnold
it's
is-
now it's crazy too because like teams are not scared to just cut your throat and say get the fuck out of here.
Oh, if you
Well,
don't
it's because
work,
every year
I mean,
it's like,
it was
oh,
the-
there's another
It's
great
the Cardinals,
quarterback.
The Cardinals
Here he
kind
comes.
of did that when they did that with Rosen
Oh,
a few
yeah.
years ago.
That's like the prime
Remember
example.
at the time though, a lot of people were like, "What are they doing, man? They just spit the 11 pick on this guy." And I
Rosen
feel
was
like-
I
pretty
feel like a lot of
bad.
people were like, yeah,
They understood it.
But there was definitely a side of people that didn't understand
that hadn't really been
perspective.
done before.
No, it hadn't.
Yeah.
But that was a new way of thinking.
It's a great way.
They're-
It's a great.
No, it's a
move.
great way of thinking now too. But I think they kind of like started something there by being non-committal to this guy.
Well, I mean, owners as a whole
Hey,
are.
do it old school like the Giants, right?
Hey, shut up.
How's that doing, y'all?
Oh, we're doing great. Hey, we're in the middle of a great rebuild. We just fucking we restructured Leonard Williams' contract. Next year, he now has a $32 million cap hit.
Jesus
Fourth highest among non-quarterbacks.
That's just awful.
Go Big Blue.
Fourth highest among non-quarterbacks.
Yeah, well, because we had to make room this year, so we gave him a bigger signing bonus and
Is
like
he
a
even
void year.
Is he good?
He's
Like,
good, but he's not worth that, obviously.
Jesus.
Like he's still a good player, but yeah, obviously not that. Fuck, where the hell was it going with this?
Giants blow.
No, I
Y'all
wasn't going
screwed.
there. 6-11. It's gonna be great.
Whip that bottle out, baby.
Um,
Alto tequila, all right?
Jeez. All right. Do we just want?
It's coming winter time, but sometimes your gut can get looking a little too much. All right, I gotta go.
Oh no.
Tequila water. Piece
Oh
of
no.
cake.
Going back to Rosen, Kyler. I mean, you could definitely make a case that it's gonna be the same deal with the Bears next year. They could just cut bait with Justin Fields and draft
Ooh,
whoever
I
next
got
year.
I got a juicy Bears bold prediction that you're gonna love.
If you got to make in the playoffs, I'm gonna flip the table.
No, it's not. It's not as a team. It's just a player on there.
Oh, you might have one of Brophy's.
Yeah, I got one. I got a Bears
Brophy's got a
too.
spicy one on there
Do
too.
we have the same one?
I got
To
the
start
same.
with a J, into
F?
Fields.
Yeah.
What did you do for it? Do we have the same fucking one?
I put. Where
You said he's gonna be like a top 3 fantasy quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
okay, mine's a little bit different.
Okay. All right. Do we want to go into the AFC totals? Win
Let's do
totals
it.
this season?
Yep.
A little rapid fire. All right. These odds are via the Action Network. I guess they
Action Network.
well they take all
hell's
they,
the Action?
Just go to ESPN.
well they take all the sports books.
Go to like.
Hey, you gotta
They take
hop,
all the
you gotta hop
sports
off
books and
the
take the consensus.
ESPN. I do not like
Oh.
ESPN. As I've started looking,
I didn't
on
mean
other
ESPN. Do you like
websites.
DraftKings or something?
This takes all the sports betting, the sports books into account and has a consensus. So it has
I like that. I
DraftKings,
like that.
FanDuel.
All right.
I know what I'm doing here. All right.
Whatever.
You're
Let's
real
roll.
upset about
Hey,
that.
don't-
Okay.
hey, don't- This guy knows betting, all right?
Exactly. Thank you. All right.
Hey,
Get it started.
I'll lead us off.
there you go.
Okay.
Slide up.
Brought to you
Raiders.
by Marlboro Smooth Original
Mount
Flavor.
up. Wait, do we still have the ammo out here? Oh yeah. Brought to you by Federal Field and Target Dove Shot. Boom.
All right. We got the Raiders first at 8.5.
Ooh, that one's tough.
Hot off the press, that's a tough one.
That is tough. They should go
I'm gonna
over.
I'm gonna go under.
God, I kind of want to go under too.
I'm gonna go under. I think because I've said this. I think they're the worst
Wait,
team
is that
in
guy
the division.
calling in about the Falcons?
Oh,
Or is he
fuck.
not?
I need to message him.
All right, tell him to get his ass.
Yeah, we're gonna have a guy call in for y'all. He wants to make a $500 bet with me about taking the Falcons over win total.
Oh, sorry, I thought you hadn't lit it yet. Cool.
Huh?
All right, never mind.
Raiders 8.5.
They're good enough to take over, but the schedule. I'm going over. I'll take them at 9-8 or 10-7. I'll go over.
I mean, I'm going over too. 9 and
Okay.
8. I could definitely like 9 and 8. That's good for last place in the AFC
Yeah.
West. What do you think? An 8.5, Cole?
He took under.
You think under?
I took the under. I think they're gonna go 8-9.
Next up, the Indianapolis Colts at 10.
Over 10 even.
10 even.
That Raiders one, I would not bet. I would not touch that Raiders one.
I wouldn't bet it. No,
I wouldn't bet it. The Colts one, I'd bet. I would
Yeah.
say because at least you're hitting 10. You're at least pushing.
I'd be pretty confident in 10 too.
I'm pretty confident they're at least going to win 11.
Yeah.
They'll probably going to go 5-1. They'll actually definitely probably go 5-1.
5-1
through
at
the
least.
division. Yeah. Easy Colts over. I'd bet that one.
This is gonna be tough to do this actually with this guy.
We'd figure it out next time.
But once the season starts, I mean,
Yeah. What are you doing? Colts 10
Colts at 10.
even. 10 even.
10 even. It's not like a 9.5 or 10.
Nope.
So it's either can I do push at 10?
I mean, you can bet
You
the
can- you
over
can bet-
and push.
Yeah, you can bet the over and push.
No, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
I think that's an easy one.
Yeah.
I would take Colts
Yeah.
all day on that. Because I don't think. I think at
Well, I think-
worst.
Yeah,
I think
I'm
at worst
gonna
they
go straight
10
up
and 7.
over. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go over.
Well, yeah, we all took over. But even if
Yeah,
you,
it's-
I think
it's-
at worst you go. They go 10.
It's
and 7.
juiced a
Yeah.
tad. It's minus 136 the over. Next, we got the Baltimore Ravens also at 10.
I'm gonna go over.
I'm taking over. Come on.
Yeah, I'll take over.
Oh my
It's
God.
minus 140. It's juiced. Minus 140.
I don't know if I'd bet that.
How are
wouldn't
you?
bet it,
How are
but
you gonna shit on Lamar?
I think
Say he can't win a Super Bowl, but you're gonna take the over.
You're
there?
gonna take him winning 11 games.
they're great in the regular season. I'm not discounting that. I just don't trust them in the playoffs.
Embarrassing.
I don't know how much I want this SIG anymore.
Probably should have split him up.
Probably should have just split
All right.
one.
Next, the Kansas City Chiefs at 10.5.
Over.
Under.
Under?
I think they go 10-7.
Wow. I'll still take the over.
I mean,
bet they go
I have
11
him as
seed.
my seven. I have him as my seven
honestly,
seed,
I
so.
wouldn't bet that one either. Honestly, that one's tough. I'd take the over though.
I think I'd take the over, and I would bet that.
What-
I think it'd be somewhat comfortable.
Is it
betting
an
that.
even line?
No, 10.5.
No, is it even though? At
Oh,
10
it's
and a half
minus 130
for the
I
over.
wouldn't,
the
I
over.
wouldn't bet that.
Actually,
At minus 130, I'm not betting that.
Yeah,
I'd actually I'd like to be more even. Okay, next we got the Broncos at 10.5.
Over. Probably wouldn't bet that one though either.
I don't want to bet any team in that division for
Yeah,
the over.
I'm scared.
I'm gonna take the under with the Broncos. They're
They're
actually
at 10.5.
Mhm.
Yeah. I wouldn't touch that.
I can see.
would
I can
take
see
the
that.
over,
I
though.
mean, 10 wins seems. I also have the Raiders getting in ahead of them, but their over is actually juiced to plus 120.
Ooh, okay, never mind. I would bet that at plus 120 for them to win 11 games.
Yeah,
I would take
yeah.
that. Yeah, they have an easy schedule too at the first.
Yeah, I guess because
11
none of these are
games.
like even lines, right?
At plus 120, I definitely
Yeah.
take that. That's good value.
Bengals 9.5. Money is juiced to the over at minus 131.
I would take the over. I'd
I don't-
probably bet it, but I don't know. I wouldn't be super.
I would take the
comfortable
over too.
betting
I don't like the -1 if it's even
that.
money.
I don't like if it
then-
was like minus 110.
Yeah, but I don't. I'll take over. Though.
I'm taking over.
I'll take the over. Pats at 8.5.
under.
Easy.
I do not like
I
the
would feel. I
Pats.
would feel confident
Yeah.
betting
I don't-
that.
I don't like the
8-9
Pats this
seems
year.
like a good record.
I could
for
see
them.
them going
7 and 10. I
Either
could
way,
too.
like 8-9 just seems like that's
I'm
like
not-
I can
I
see
mean,
that's
I
a
don't-
good cap.
I am
I
not
want
a
to see
fan of
this
the
Joe
Pats this
Judge,
year.
Matt Patricia combo.
That
could be
cannot be
interesting.
good.
Yeah.
The money's so the money. I mean, it's just about even. It's plus 100 of the under. All right, the Buffalo Bills at 11.5.
Wow, that's a big one.
I'm doing over. I think they're gonna.
I'll take the over.
I think they're gonna win 13.
I wouldn't bet
games.
that. I wouldn't bet it though, but I'd take the over. You had them as your 1 seed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd take the over, but I wouldn't bet it.
I'm gonna take the under, and I'm gonna have
With
them get
bet-
the
if
second
you're
seed,
betting
11 and
You're
6.
taking the under.
I'm gonna take the under.
If you're
So you think
betting,
they go 11 and 6.
Yeah.
I would
Okay.
definitely recommend to bet NFC win totals for unders or overs unders just for NFC teams.
100%.
AFC's a lot more unpredictable.
It's just
I feel like.
there's so many good teams.
Yeah, it's just yeah.
What's the value at on that?
137 to minus 137 to the over.
I wouldn't bet that. I would take if I had to pick. I'd take it, but I wouldn't bet it.
Next up, the Houston Texans at 4.5.
Under. I think they're gonna be the worst team in the league. Are you gonna roll with the over here?
How many did they win last year?
2 or 3 or 4?
They might have won 4 last year.
I
Hold
think
up.
they won 3. I don't know though.
Part of me wants to take the over.
I kind of want to take the over too.
So what would it be? 5-12? I could see 5-12.
Chase Young just re-aggravated his ACL injury.
I mean, dude,
Really?
they went
Yeah.
okay. They went 4-13 last year, and they fought in a lot of the games they played in.
They
And
did.
got
Give
Lovey.
me the over.
Ah,
Give me the over.
5. Wait, what is it?
4.5.
I'm taking the
What's
under.
the 4 and a-
Their
what's the-
personnel
what's the
is
over?
awful.
It's even.
It's even money.
Even money.
Give me the over.
I'm going under.
Plus 102 to the under.
I would hammer that.
I'm doing the
Their
over.
personnel is just so weak.
I mean, it was just as weak last year, and now we're getting Dick Mills in year 2.
And Stingley.
I mean, they're gonna get. I mean, the Jags. Those are both winnable games. I think the Titans might be winnable games too.
They'll surprise a team.
Yeah, no surprise a few games.
I'm going under. I'd bet it too.
Now that now I'm looking at it.
Stick with my guts.
They're
Give
not
me the
gonna.
over.
They're not gonna
Stick
beat.
with my
They're not
guts.
gonna beat the Jags or the Titans twice.
I
They're
could
not gonna
see
beat
that.
the
I could
Colts
see them
twice.
splitting with the Titans and Jags.
I'm gonna
2-2.
go under. 4-13 sounds like.
I think they're
That's-
they're
that's
gonna have
fine.
the 1 pick.
I mean, they
I
went-
think
But
they're
the
gonna be
AFC is
really
so
bad.
loaded.
They
though.
went 4-13 last year though, with the Titans being the 1 seed type of deal.
I know, but the AFC's better this year too. So any out of conference
Hold on,
games
hold
they
on.
play, they're
I'm-
not gonna go.
Jags are gonna be better
Hold on,
this year
hold on.
too.
I'm interested in this now. I'm pulling up their schedule
You want to run through their schedule real quick?
real quick.
I'm
just
down.
okay, real quick. See, this is when a TV would be fucking nice. Just
Yeah,
Plant
put
it
it
up
up
there.
there.
All right. So week 1, Houston's got the Colts. We'll give them a loss.
L,
Week
yeah.
2, Broncos. L. Week 3, Bears.
Dub.
Give them the
I'll
dub.
give him a dub.
Week 4, Chargers.
L.
Loss.
Week
1 and
5,
3.
Jags. I'll give them the
I'll-
dub on this one.
I'm
L on the
taking
next
the-
one.
Yeah.
I'll take the L right now. 1 and 4.
So I got 2. Raiders L.
1 and 5.
Titans L.
1
Eagles
and 6,
L.
1 and 7.
Giants dub.
I'll take a dub. 2 and 7.
Commanders. I
I'm
think
taking the L.
I
I'll
think
take
they're
the L.
I think they're beating Commanders.
2 and 8.
I have them at 4-6.
You have them at 4-6.
I think so.
You have them beating the Bears, the Jags once.
Giants and
Giants.
Commanders.
Okay, yeah,
Wow,
you do. Yeah.
all right.
Dolphins L. Browns
2-9.
Browns with Deshaun L.
2-10.
Cowboys L.
2-11.
Chiefs L.
2-12.
Titans. I had them losing to the Titans first round.
I'm taking another L. 2-12.
And then it's Jags and Colts.
2-13. Jags, Colts. I got 3-14.
Yeah,
I think
I'm
they're
staying
any.
with the under.
I think they win 3 to 5 games.
It's at 4.5. I'm going under.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
take
I
the
got him at
under.
3 and 14.
Fuck it. I'll stick with the over.
All right.
Next, the Los Angeles Chargers at 10.5. Money is juiced to the under at -122. You get +100 for the over.
I'd take the over and I'd bet it. I think Chargers are going to be
Give me
great.
the under.
You think they're going 10-7?
Yeah.
Wow. All right. I'm taking Chargers over on that one.
I'll take
I'd
Chargers
bet,
over.
I'd
I'd
bet
bet
it.
that.
I'd bet it too.
Yeah, I'm with Luke.
I mean,
on
for
this
me, it's
one.
just that they added J.C. Jackson and Khalil Mack, yes, but they still have Staley there, and Derwin James hasn't proven he can stay healthy. Khalil Mack hasn't been very healthy the past 2 years, and this division just got a lot better, and they're gonna have 6 games in this division. I think they split the division.
I think they're going to be great. I'm taking the over, and especially at plus
buying the
money.
hype.
Yeah, I'm all over
buying
it.
the hype, baby.
Hey, I like them. I haven't going to the AFC Chip.
I mean, 10-7 is also not saying they're gonna be bad either.
No,
Like,
yeah, it's not.
they'll
Yeah.
be good for one of the wild card
Yeah.
spots. Next up, we got the Jets at 5.5. Money is juiced to the over at -150.
What? And what's the under?
+124.
I would bet the under. I would take the under, and I would bet the under.
Okay, now I want to look at their schedule because there's a reason they're juicing that.
They have improved their team a lot. It's just
I
quarterback.
feel like we've said that the past 3 years. About
They
the
had a
Jets, though.
great draft.
They had a
though.
really good
Their
draft.
draft was awesome.
Week 1 Ravens.
L.
L. Week 2 Browns. Give them the dub. It's Brisket.
I don't know. They could lose that game.
Yeah, I'm taking the L.
I'm giving them the dub there. Week 3 Bengals L.
0-3.
4 Steelers.
0-4.
5 Dolphins. They could win that game.
I'll go 1-4 through 5.
I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. I'll give them the dub against.
So you got them
Dolphins.
2-3.
This is for the Texans one, and this one I'm giving the teams the benefit of the doubt.
All right. Why though? Like, just cause.
Just because
Okay.
I want to get an idea. of
Couple
what their-
surprise
what-
games.
I want to get the idea of what their peak is.
All right, I'm going 1-4.
Packers L.
L.
Broncos L.
So that's 1-6.
I have them 2 and 5. Pats.
L. Belichick's gonna whoop
I
Zach
think they're gonna
Wilson.
split the Pats on the
I
season.
think Pats will beat them both times. I'm going 1-7.
Yeah, I'd agree with
Bills L.
1-8.
Pats again.
1-9. I think Patriots will beat them both times. Belichick will rip Zach Wilson.
I
apart.
think they're gonna split with the Pats. I think the
All right.
Pats have no
So you have 'em
offensive
at 3
firepower.
and-
I have them winning 3 right now.
3-7.
Bears dub.
I'll give them the dub. 2-9.
Vikings L.
2-10.
Bills L.
2-11.
Lions.
Take the Lions. 2-12.
Jags.
I'll take a dub. No, give me the Jags. All over the Jags.
You gotta
2-13.
give them something though, because they're gonna pull.
There are
out
gonna be
a
some of
few
those games they'll
They're gonna
lose.
pull out a few of these
They're
games,
gonna win. I'm
Like-
sorry.
I got them 2-13.
and then Seahawks and Dolphins.
I'll give them 4-13.
I'm gonna take the under. I think they'll go 5 and what was that 5 and 12?
Yeah,
Oh God, you can get that under at plus money too.
plus 21,
Yeah, I would
24.
take that
I'll
all
take
day.
that all every day of the week.
Yeah.
All right, Cleveland Browns 8.5. Money juice to the
Under.
under.
Yeah.
all
It's
day.
minus 157, so I'm not betting it. Actually, I might bet that
I would
still. I
probably
mean,
still
What's
bet
the
it.
over at?
plus 136.
Yeah,
I would take.
I mean,
the
from a
I'll
under.
take the
betting
under.
perspective, I wouldn't want to bet it either way, but I'd bet they hit the under at 8.5.
There's a couple books that already have them at 7.5.
Yeah, I'd take the under.
Yeah, I'd take the under.
because 7.5 is probably even for them, right? If it's like that.
It's juiced to the over at 182 on that book.
Oh wow.
Wait, you can get them over 7.5 for plus 180.
Minus 182.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
And Miami Dolphins at 8.5. Money is juiced to the over at minus 134.
I'll take the over. I think Dolphins are gonna be good this year.
I'll take 9 and 8.
Yeah,
I'll
I'll
take
take
it.
over. I probably wouldn't bet
the
it.
Dolphins are the most questionable team in the league for me.
I think they're gonna be good. I think they're gonna be like 9 and 8.
I think
10
you
and
mentioned
7.
last time. I think their defense is going to take a big hit without Brian Flores there.
That could very well happen.
I'm going.
Still got
under.
all the personnel. I'll take over.
Over.
But
yeah.
even like with last year, their personnel isn't like it's good. It's not great though by any means.
I mean, they got 2 good corners. They got Xavier Howard and Byron Jones.
They got Ogba, and then after that, they don't
How
have
good was
much.
Emmanuel Ogba last year?
He had like,
He's
he had like
pretty
9,
good.
10
Yeah, pretty
sacks
good,
last
yeah.
year.
How
Yeah,
about that? Good for Ogba.
he was like a borderline Pro
I
Bowl
think they
guy.
got a couple more guys. Don't they have a good safety or something?
Rashad Jones. Is that his name?
Oh yeah.
No, they
Rashad
have
Jones.
what the fuck is his name? He's a tall guy. It's one of those tall corners.
Corners?
No safety. Holland.
Oh, Javon Holland.
Holland.
That guy's
really good. Yeah.
They
Guy
have
at
a really
Oregon.
good secondary.
Who's in their
Yeah.
D line?
Ogba.
And then
Christian Wilkins.
Christian Wilkins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
take the over.
Yeah, but outside they got a bunch of solid players.
Yeah. I'll go over.
Who's
I
their
think they're
D?
9 and
Do we
8,
know who their
10 and
D
7.
coordinator is now?
I
No clue.
would imagine he's someone that came over with McDaniel. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Jags at 6.5.
Under.
You get the over at plus 102.
Under.
Oh, Luke, this is gonna be tough for you.
6.5.
Hey, you said they're gonna beat the Titans in the standings.
I want to take. I'm taking the under. 6
gotta-
and
you gotta
11
take the
feels
over
just
on
right
that.
for this team.
6.5's a lot. So they got to go 7 and 10.
Yeah,
They
I'll
are-
give them 7 and 10. I'll go over.
There you go.
Who
I
could've seen
I
that
wouldn't
coming?
bet
There you
it, but I'll go over.
All right, next up,
Give T-Law and Peterson the benefit of the doubt.
the Pittsburgh Steelers at 7.5 money. Well,
over.
it's minus 107 over, minus 105 under. So it's about
Over.
the same.
And I bet it 7.5. Yeah, I'd take the over.
I don't know.
I'll take the over. I
I bet they go
9.
9 and 8. I could see them even going 10 and 7. Honestly, they're gonna grind out. Some
I mean, Tomlin's
random
team.
games and
Tomlin
win.
still has never had a team under 500,
I'm taking
even
the
with
over.
fucking Mason Rudolph and.
Honestly, I think the
last week was
Steelers
Big
could
Ben.
backdoor get into the playoffs.
Yeah,
this
I'll
year.
give them the over as well.
7.5's low.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is pretty low.
8-9 seems like
I'd
seems pretty
bet
good
that
for
too
them.
at minus 107.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that same book that had the Browns at 7.5 has the Steelers at 6.5 still at minus 200 to the over.
Jeez.
How would you bet
I
that?
don't have no idea. All right, Titans
What's
at
the point?
9.5
Under.
under.
Definitely under.
Under's at minus 126.
I would bet
I
it.
think we're all in agreement there. Give me
Yeah.
under. All right, do we want to roll through these real quick?
Yeah,
Just
sure.
do 'em? Okay. All right. I'm not gonna. Oh, sure. I'll say mine. All righty. Raiders at 8.5.
Over.
Under.
Over. Colts at 10.
Over.
Over.
Over. Ravens at 10.
Over.
Over.
Over. Chiefs at 10.5.
Over.
Under.
Over. Broncos at 10.5.
Over.
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 I've said over every single time.
Oh wait, under. My bad. I said I'm losing it. All right. Bengals at 9.5.
Over.
Over.
Over. Patriots at 8.5.
Under.
Under.
Under. Bills at 11.5.
Over.
Over.
Under. Texans at 4.5.
Under.
Over.
Under. It's just over, under, over. Chargers at 10.5.
Over.
Under.
Over. Jets at 5.5.
Under.
Under.
Under. Browns at 6.5. Or 8.5. 8.5.
I was about to say.
Yeah, 6.5.
Yeah, under.
Under. Yeah.
Under. Dolphins at 8.5.
Over.
Under.
Over. Jags at 6.5.
Give me the over.
Give me the under.
Game of the under. Pittsburgh Steelers at 7.5.
Over.
Over.
Over. And Titans at 9.5.
Under.
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 I had a lot of overs.
Yeah, you
You're
probably
feeling
had only,
mighty
what,
optimistic.
3 unders? 3 or 4
No, I had like
unders?
6 out of 16. Something like that.
All right. Next up, we each got what, 3 bold predictions each?
Yep.
All right. Buzzsaw.
Let's go.
Buzzsaw,
Take us home.
what? Get bold.
Number one.
Get bold out
I've
here.
been stewing on this one for a week. I've already told y'all.
What is
The
it?
Philadelphia Eagles will end up as the number 1 seed in the NFC this
That is
season.
bold.
The NFC's
bold.
The NFC's wide open. I don't think the Eagles are going to make the Super Bowl. I don't trust them in the playoffs, but I think regular season they're going to be awesome. The defense is great. D-line is awesome. Offensive line, awesome. I think Sirianni proved he's a quality coach in this league. They stacked the receiving core. They got Brown. They got Smith. They got Goddard. They got the O-line. They got the plethora of running backs in the backfield. We know what Jalen Hurts did last year. They went 9-8 last year, and everyone thought they sucked. They revamped the team this year. They got Bradbury in the secondary. I think the Eagles are going to be awesome this year. They also are going to have the benefit of playing a shit division. I think the Cowboys are going to not tank this year, but I think we're going to regress a lot. I could see them winning at least 4 out of the divisional games. They also play a super easy schedule. And on top of that, I think the NFC, completely unlike the AFC, is wide open. I think the Rams got worse. The Bucs got worse. We don't know what the Niners are with Trey Lance. I think you're going to see a team, maybe even the Vikings. I think you're going to see a random team end up as one of those top 2 seeds. I think it's going to be the Eagles this year. I got them finishing number 1 seed in the NFC. It's my bold take.
I like that. Definitely.
Actually, I'd probably predict it, honestly. Not even bold. I'll take it.
I wouldn't predict that.
I would bet it, whatever the odds are. 'Cause I'm
bet
sure
it.
the odds are crazy
I
great
wouldn't
value.
take it. I'd still take.
I wouldn't take it.
I'd still
but
take the Rams, but I think that could very well happen. I think for sure they're winning the division.
I mean, the same reason the Titans got the 1 seed last year. Like they weren't the best team, but they got it.
And I
I
think
think the Eagles are better than the Titans were last year.
Oh, I'm just
no,
saying
they
as an
are.
example.
And I think in the NFC this year too, you could win 12 games, 12-5, and you could be the 1 seed.
Definitely. I mean, if they run the ball good and control the clock, like Hurts doesn't even necessarily have to be a fucking world beater.
Well, I mean, Cole.
Now, hold on. Now you get my balls tickling. I'm looking at
Cole,
their schedule
we were talking on the drive back the other day. It's like if you combine like D-line and O-line, the Eagles probably have the best D-line and O-line.
They probably have the best, they're probably the best
combination.
trenches team.
Yeah,
in the
exactly.
league. Yeah.
And with how they like to play on offense, it's going to work perfectly.
Hold on. So to feed off your take, let's go through their schedule quick and be because that's an optimistic take.
Yeah.
Lions,
Dub.
Vikings, dub. We're going optimistic.
I'm gonna say loss.
We're going optimistic though.
I'll take dub, but that's going to be that's going to be a close game.
But for the bold take, them getting the 1 seed. Yeah.
Dub.
Sure.
Commanders,
Dub.
Jacksonville,
Dub.
Cardinals,
Yeah,
I'll say 4 and 1 through 5. 4 and 1 through 5.
Cowboys,
Dub.
Steelers.
Where is it at?
It is Lincoln. It's in Philly.
6 and 1. I'll take.
Yeah,
I'll take
give me
Philly.
that.
Texans,
Dub 7 and 1.
Commanders,
Dub 8 and 1.
Colts,
Take the L 8 and 2.
Packers,
Take Dub 9 and 2.
Titans.
Wait, where's the Packers game? Is that in Lambeau or in Philly?
In Philly.
I'll take that dub.
Is that 9 and
What was the next game?
Tennessee,
Dub.
Giants,
Dub.
Bears,
Dub.
Cowboys. We'll give them the L on that one.
Yeah, I'll have them split.
What do you have? You have 3
I
losses
have them with
right
3
now?
losses so far.
Jesus.
Saints. We'll give them the L there.
God, their schedule's so
And then they have the
easy.
Yeah,
Giants.
that's a
But
really
they
easy schedule.
lose the Saints, then Giants week 18. That's 13 and 4.
That'll be good enough for the 1 seed.
Who's the best team they play? The Packers?
Packers, fucking Colts, Cowboys,
Oh,
Saints,
shit. I'm taking them as the 1 seed right now. I'm done.
Cardinals.
Screw it. That schedule's so easy.
Vikings.
Dude, I bet they're at least 12 and 5.
They have a really easy
That
schedule.
schedule's so easy.
That's a
Very
very
easy
easy
schedule.
schedule. Wow.
Shit, the Lions are one of the top half teams that they play. Good lord.
Yeah, that's a pretty fucking.
I'm
That's a
oh
ridiculous
shit. All right,
schedule.
I actually am taking them as the number 1 seed in the NFC now. After that,
Can you see what the odds
yeah,
are?
what's
on
the
that?
odds for them to finish number 1 in the NFC?
They don't have. I don't think, at least not on here, they don't have the odds for that. I tried looking.
Yeah,
I tried looking at them once. I couldn't find them.
Yeah, you probably need a pretty complex book for that.
Yeah, just for 1 seed total.
Yeah, because you can get the division winner odds, but I don't. On most books, I know you can't bet for a team to finish as.
I
like
mean,
the
you can
1
still get
seed.
plus money for the Eagles just to win the East. Like
Is it still plus?
right now, it's
That's
at Cowboys
just
and Eagles at
ridiculous.
plus 150.
I would bet the farm on that.
Is it still plus?
Yeah, they have them at plus 150.
Oh my god.
Cowboys at plus 150. They have the same
They're
odds as
plus
the Cowboys.
150.
Yeah,
Holy shit!
they have a lot. I mean,
Are you- what are
some
you-
books
what
have
are
them
you
at plus
looking off of?
130. Some books have them at FanDuel has them at plus 130. DraftKings has them at plus 150.
CBS Sports 5 days ago plus 150.
Yep.
God, Cole, I'm about to get on your
Wow.
book and place like $200 down on that.
Do it.
I'm doing that right now.
Jesus Christ.
What's the limit?
$250?
I'm betting $200 on it. I'm doing it right now. What's the log? What is it? What's the website?
Easybets.vip.
There she is.
But yeah,
The Eagles are still at plus 137 to make the playoffs.
yeah, I like that bet a lot. I like that a lot.
Wait, this is on Tanner's book. Yeah.
But yeah, my first bold prediction I have, it's not as bold as the Eagles being the 1 seed, but I have the Saints winning the NFC South. For starters, they were 5-2 with Jameis Winston last year, and Tom Brady has yet to beat the Saints since he has been on Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They seem to have their number. They're probably sporting the best defense in the league, like we've talked about at all 3 levels. They just added Honey Badger, Marcus May. They got Cam Jordan leading the D line. Offensive line isn't elite, but it's still above average, and you have Kamara back there. You have Michael Thomas. You have Jarvis Landry, Chris Olave. And I think this is the year we see Jameis not have to be like the light version of Patrick Mahomes, not have to be a hero ball type of quarterback, and we'll limit him to 25 passes a game. We'll run the ball 35 times a game, combined with a good defense, and I think they could win the division. Plus, the Bucs lost Ryan Jensen. Tom Brady's got all this shit going on right now with him and his wife, like you just mentioned. Missed camp for a while. There's a lot of question marks in Tampa Bay right now. I think the Saints, and I think they're like at plus 300 right now. And I kind of view the Saints as like the Colts of the NFC.
That's
like,
a very
team,
good comparison.
They can run the ball and they can play badass defense.
Yep.
And yes, they did lose Sean Payton, but like we mentioned, they have Pete Carmichael, who's been running shit with Payton since like 2006. They have Dennis Allen running the defense, who has been running the defense for a long time now, has been one of the top-notch D corners in this league. As long as Jameis can limit the turnovers, because that's what it's going to come down to for New Orleans, is if Jameis can limit the turnovers, because we know the defense is going to keep them in games. So as long as he's not making dumbass picks, forcing the ball over, the Saints are probably going to be in every game. And that
There's no reason they won't be
winning the division.
Yeah, and we know the Falcons are not winning the division, and we know that why'd I hit a blink on the other team?
Panthers.
Yeah, the Falcons and Panthers are not going to be competing. And yeah, like I said, Brady's 0-4 versus them since joining Tampa Bay. They got Brady's number straight up.
My only thing because we're all talking about, because I like the Saints too. I don't think that's a bad play at all.
Yeah.
But I do wonder about Dennis Allen as a head coach, because he has been there. But when he was the head coach for the Raiders from like 2012 to 2014, his teams were like 8-24. Like, they were not good.
But you can make
he has
that
a better
argument,
team around him for sure.
That's the same thing like when McDaniels was there right before Dennis Allen. I think he had just as bad as a record. He had Jamarcus Russell as his quarterback.
No, Josh McDaniels wasn't there. He went to Denver.
Or I thought he was. Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah,
all right, Cole. Your limit's $100, so I put a $100 bet on the Eagles on my account.
It's 100?
And my max is 100.
Oh,
So
yeah, your max is 100.
I put $100 on my account and $100 down on Duncan's account. So there's $200 on the line.
Better hope Turnbow doesn't see this.
He just thinks Duncan did it.
Wait, did I make you? I made you an account too?
Well, no, I had an account with Tanner before you got on the book.
Oh, okay.
And then when Duncan got on, I used Duncan's to get the free play.
Okay.
But now there's two $100 Eagles bets on your book.
Okay.
So if they hit, bring me the goods, baby.
This is for them to win the division?
Win the division at plus
Okay.
150. I put $100 on each account.
That's good.
God, that's going to be a nice payday.
It's a good bet. But yeah, no, I don't really hate that at all. I do question a little bit of Dennis Allen. I just want to see if that changes, because Sean Payton is he was one of the best coaches in the league. You're going to lose something with him gone. Like, it's just inevitable.
No, you definitely are. But I think with the staff, I think with the combination of Carmichael and with Dennis Allen and the defense, I don't think the defense needs any coaching. I mean, this is probably the most
This
defense
I
probably
love the Saints defense.
this defense
awesome.
probably has better chemistry than any defense in the league. I mean, most of these guys on this defense have been playing together for a while now. And then you add in a Honey Badger, who's a
lot of
an
veterans.
LSU, Louisiana native boy. Jameis, I think Jameis is probably up there with Juju and maybe a few other guys where he has something to prove. Jameis, his whole career he has been shit on. I know what you're gonna say.
I got a spicy take.
But Jameis has something to prove, and now that he's
pull up MVP.
Jameis has never been in his whole career. He's never been in a favorable situation for
No.
his own play.
No.
All those Bucs teams, they
loved
had good
the Saints
offensive
this
pieces,
year.
but their defenses sucked. Their own line
Yeah.
sucked. He had to play hero ball.
Yeah.
And I actually thought about this last night. Jameis Winston.
What's Jameis's odds?
Okay, hey,
to win MVP.
listen to this. How insane would it be? Just hear me out. after this season, let's say the Saints year to where people call Jameis a light version of Patrick Mahomes. He's got the arm talent.
I'm not buying into that.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
subscribe to that.
I think much more of a Big Ben. Maybe like maybe the new Big Ben.
He can move, dude.
He can't move like Mahomes though, and he can't throw with the arm angles.
Well, that's why I said a light.
I think he's much more of like a Big Ben.
A light version of Mahomes.
Big Ben.
I don't see the Mahomes.
I see.
He's kind of a thicker, bigger boy. The
Mahomes
arm
is big.
talent's
Big
there.
Ben.
The arm talent. I think he can move better than Big Ben can.
Big Ben can move.
You don't know how Big Ben was. He was young. My
Holy
God.
shit. It was a spectacle.
Pull up some highlights.
Are you kidding me?
Dude, have you not seen Big Ben highlights when he's young? He was
incredible.
Chucking people
All right,
off.
all right.
Trucking
Big
people.
Ben. Fine. Big Ben.
Punching him in the face.
Either way, we're talking about a 2-time Super Bowl winner here. That's no
But
slight.
if James is going to make it happen, James has to make it happen right fucking now. Like, he's not going to get a better deal than this.
No.
Without a doubt.
All right. What are James's MVP
What do you,
odds?
Brophy, what do you got?
Well, first, Jameis's MVP odds are plus 7,000.
I'm just saying.
Oh, my God.
If you want to just sprinkle on one player, everything like you said. I love the Saints this year. They're loaded on defense, loaded on offense. All of a sudden, they have a ton of weapons now. Jameis is in a great spot. Let's say the Saints go 12-5, which is not out of the realm of, impossibility. They get the 1 seed. Jameis throws for 4,500 yards, 35 tubs, 10 picks, which I think is possible, maybe 12 or 15 picks. But, like, with the coaching on that team, with the players, the system he's in, Jameis could be in for an awesome year.
Yep.
And what do fans and media love more than a storyline for MVP? Can you think of a better player for a storyline of MVP than Jameis Winston, the dipshit who's eating W's and stealing crab legs, gets his second chance, then tears his ACL, comes back this year, leads the Saints to 12-5, 13-4, has a great year.
We know he has the
talent's there.
That storyline coupled with the pieces around Jameis and the talent that we know he has, I mean, plus 7,000 for MVP.
It's sprinkle.
I mean,
worth
it's
a sprinkle.
a sprinkle.
You can throw $10 on it.
Yeah.
It's a sprinkle.
$10 to make 70. Like, I'll take that.
Yeah, I don't think that's that
No,
bad.
that would be if you put $10, you'd make 700.
Yeah,
Yeah,
$700.
$100
definitely do that.
Wait,
100
no, it's 7.
Yeah, plus 7,000, plus 700.
7,022.
Yeah, because you're right. Because
Yeah.
$1 be
if it
70.
was plus
Yeah.
700, you'd make 70.
I mean, I don't hate that.
It's not out of the realm of
I
possibility.
throw like $50 on it.
You're a rich man.
$3,500. That's that payout right there, boy. That's good.
All right, my first bold prediction. I got the Commanders winning the NFC East and Carson Wentz winning Comeback Player of the Year.
What the hell's bells?
This is very bold and
I
a
don't
big
see
one.
that one.
That one took. I wasn't expecting that one. Nicole.
I think there is definitely a world
Hawk.
where the hype, Jesus, there's definitely a world where the Eagles hype doesn't land, and they're not as good. And I still,
I'm gonna owe him $200 if he doesn't.
And Wentz, say what you will, I mean I don't love Wentz by any means either, but he's still very talented, and this is the best supporting cast he's had.
Whoa!
No.
He had a better supporting cast in Indianapolis for sure.
I mean,
I
receiving wise,
don't
no
know about-
way.
he had the best O-line and the best running game in the league.
Receiver wise, this is his best he's had.
All they have is Terry McLaurin.
I mean,
Jahan
but you
Dotson.
can even make the argument with Philly, though. They had Alshon Jeffrey. They had Zach Ertz. They had a good
Alshon was-
O-line.
Yeah.
They had LeGarrette Blount. They had a good stable of running backs.
Yeah,
This is the best he's had in recent years.
I mean, in the
I think he had better with the Colts.
Commanders just lost Brandon Scherf. Their O-line's pretty questionable.
I'm
running backs
looking
and kick
incredibly
returner.
optimistic. I think their
Yeah.
defense is gonna be. I think their defense could definitely be better too.
Chase Young's out.
They still have like 3 or 4 first rounders in
Their
that
defense
defensive
was
line.
terrible.
But being a
last year.
first rounder doesn't mean shit.
But I mean,
Who do they have?
They
They got Ron Payne,
yeah.
John Allen.
Jonathan Allen,
They lost Matthew.
they still have
Matt
Fuller?
Ioannidis.
They lost
still have
Ioannidis.
Fuller?
Where's Ioannidis now?
I can't remember.
Do they
I
still have
think it's
Ken-
the Bills. I
Do
want
they
to say the
still have
Bills.
Kendall Fuller?
I think he's gone.
They got
I
some.
don't
They
know.
got some sort of corner. I'm pretty sure.
I don't see that one.
We're talking bold predictions here. I think they could win the East. I definitely think there's a
don't
world
know.
where they win the East.
I don't see it.
I just think
I'm looking at the
I just
optimistic
think-
point of view from
I just think
Carson Wentz.
if Wentz couldn't make the playoffs last year with that Colts team that probably had a better
in a
defense.
crap
And
division.
The Colts
too.
defense last year is, I know, so good about the first round picks, but I think that defense is probably better than the Commanders defense this year. O-line's
I
worlds
don't
better.
think that's any doubt.
Running
that
back
the defense
stable
better.
is obviously way better. The only argument you could make I think it's off the skill positions. But even at that point, it's like, do you want Shahan Dotson and Terry McLaurin, or do you want Michael Pittman and then Pascal Siakam or whatever?
I'm taking
Pascal Siakam.
Or what's that guy?
Zach Pascal.
Zach Pascal. Yeah.
Hey, I got Alec Pierce now.
We're talking bold predictions here, and I think this is pretty bold.
That's pretty damn bold. I'll give you that.
But I just don't see a world where that happens, honestly.
There's one out of 100 worlds where that happens.
Well, because I mean, and my thing is though, I could see Jalen Hurts and Sirianni not being as good. Remember what happened with fucking Matt Nagy and fucking Trubisky?
Buddy,
the same thing could happen.
You're forgetting about the Cowboys.
And I think
I think the Cowboys will be better than the Commanders.
What's the Cowboys' record against the Commanders in the last 5 years? 9-1, 8-2.
Oh, probably something like
we
that.
beat them every time.
We beat them every time.
I think even if the Phillies slack, then the Cowboys are winning the division.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, I think the Cowboys take a step back anyway. So I'm just really like being incredibly optimistic about the Commanders.
I like the bold take.
It is bold. It is
very bold. I'll give you that.
Comeback player of the year.
If we were looking for realistic takes,
comeback player of the year is bold.
And comeback player, I forgot about that one.
I mean,
I think the NFC East thing is more likely than comeback player. I think comeback player of the year is very bold.
Probably. I mean, I'm talking about Wentz coming back.
Especially when you think of the stock of guys. I mean, if Christian McCaffrey's healthy, he's probably winning comeback player of the year.
Saquon.
Yeah,
but Saquon.
But they'll give it to a
Mike
quarterback
Thomas.
who has a great year.
Mike Thomas.
They'll give it to a quarterback who has a great year over running back.
Not if McCaffrey comes out and has 2,000 scrimmage yards.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if that happens, and I mean, I'm saying, like, if they win 9 or 10 games, like, that means Wentz did pretty damn good this year. So that he would definitely be a candidate for it. He would definitely win it.
The defense does need to step up. Their D-line is talented enough. They do still have a very talented D-line.
Now, this is obviously probably not going to happen. There's a reason this is bold. I mean, I'm just saying that, like,
I like it.
Yeah, I mean,
go bold.
We're being bold here, damn it.
I like it.
Hey, we're not shit on your parade by any means.
Yeah. All right. Let's saw what you got next.
All right, I got Vikings taking the North crown away from Aaron Rodgers and the Packers this year.
All right, one thing, I like that, but I don't think that's bold.
I think that's pretty bold. They're like plus 300 to win the division.
Well, I mean, after you follow up the Commanders winning the division, I mean,
yeah,
that's
it's not as bold as that. Yeah, I mean, are you going to switch?
No.
Hold your case. Make your case.
I mean, I could come up with another one that's more bold.
I don't think it's that crazy.
All right, hang on. All right, let me look up the odds. I'm pretty sure they're like plus 270 or something.
I can have it right here, son.
I got it right here.
Because the Saints are like plus 300. And I'm pretty
sure the Vikings are.
Vikings plus 260.
Yeah, this has plus 275. So it's pretty much the same. I got Vikings, one of my bold predictions, winning the division. I think Kevin O'Connell. Huge move. Offensive coach in there. Let him work with Kirk Cousins. Change the culture. Let him get those weapons going. You got J-Jeff, arguably a top 3 receiver in the league.
J-Jeff's going to go off.
I have him. Yeah.
I have my number 1 receiver.
We'll get to season awards. I got him in there somewhere.
I do too.
Yeah.
Oh, man. We all got the same. Damn it. Jesus. Anyway.
Offensive player of the year.
Yeah, I got him there. Yeah. Okay. Kevin O'Connell coming in at head coach. Get Zimmer out of there. Get Kirk Cousins an offensive guy. Get that McVay offense in there. Let J-Jeff eat. Let Dalvin eat. You got Thielen on the other side. You got Irv Smith coming back. Offense should roll. The defense, you got Daniil Hunter. You just brought in Zadarius Smith to bookend the edges. You still have a good defense overall, personnel. I think Packers are going to take a step back this year. I love the Vikings this year. I don't like them as much as the Eagles, but I think they win the division. I think Packers are going to take a step back, go 10-7, 11-6. I think I'll take Vikings over the Packers week 1.
That's what I'm about to say. I think they're going to have an edge against them already.
We'll get to that.
Is the game at Lambeau?
I don't know where it's at.
Check.
But I think Vikings, bold prediction, take the division this year from the Packers. And the Packers have won the division like literally 80% of the time Rodgers has been there. So
yeah,
would think.
I could see that very well happening.
You could definitely see it.
Personnel wise,
offensively,
personnel wise, no, the Packers definitely have the better team.
Not offensively.
Defense.
Defensively,
probably in total they do.
In total, yeah.
In total, yeah.
But the Packers O-line now with Bakhtiari back and with Elton Jenkins back.
Is Bakhtiari back?
He-
I saw
they said
something
he's gonna
said he
play.
might
They're saying
play
he's
week
probably
one.
if he's
said
not
he's-
back by week 1, he'll be back in a few weeks.
Either way, I'm also.
He
I don't
could
know
go
how.
down at any
But
second.
apparently,
though.
he said he hopes to play in the entire season.
He'll be back. He'll be back at some point.
But I don't know if
He
he'll
could
be the
go
same
out, though.
Bakhtiari.
But even
like-
last year though, with Bakhtiari and Jenkins out, their O-line was still like 13.
Elton Jenkins was out last year.
Yeah, he missed like over half of the year,
Oh.
and their O-line was still a top half O-line in the
Yeah.
league.
No, I mean I think the Packers will be great. I think they'll take a step back though from what they.
No, I agree. I think the Packers are going to win, but it would not shock me in any world if the Vikings did win the division.
I like the culture change there with him getting what's his nuts out of there.
Zimmer.
Yeah.
I love it for JJ. I mean, we saw
love for
what
Kirk
JJ
Cousins,
did,
honestly.
like-
Dalvin's about to eat.
I don't think they actually got a coach that actually wants to work with Kirk. Which
Yeah.
that has that.
Well, and Kirk. I mean, like, say what you want about Kirk. Kirk
33
puts
touchdowns,
up
7
good
picks last
numbers.
year.
Like,
Yeah,
he's a good quarterback.
He's a good regular season.
He's a
quarterback.
good quarterback.
He's a very good regular season
Yeah.
quarterback.
Especially when you
Playoff time, I think it's a different story.
Oh, yeah,
Definitely.
definitely.
no
yeah.
doubt.
What you got?
So my second one this is the Bears one. I think Justin Fields breaks the Bears single season passing yards record.
Was that Cutler's
What's
record?
it at? Like
They've never had.
3,200.
I mean, they've never had a quarterback over 5,000 yards.
5,000.
let
Probably
me
4,000.
let me get to it.
no,
So-
Cutler got over 4,000. I'm pretty sure.
no, he didn't.
A lot of
Just-
teams.
I
A lot
did.
of.
Hey,
A
I
lot
got
of.
it. Hey, I
hang
got
on,
it.
hang on.
A lot of teams haven't had a pass
I
over
got it.
5,000.
Hey, I got it right here.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
their single season record is held by Eric Kramer. Y'all don't know who that is. I don't know who it is either.
No clue.
But he had 38 in 1995. That's the record. Okay. Justin Fields needs to average 223 yards a game to beat that record.
I mean, that.
If he
sounds
averages
very
223 yards a game over a 17-game season, he beats that 38-38 record. And last season, the last 3 out of 4 games, he averaged over 200. He averaged, over 223 yards in their last 3 out of 4 games. The first few games, I think they're experimenting with him. He was running the ball a lot. He had a lot of games where he had like sub 15 passes. And in the one game last year of the last 4, where he didn't throw over 224 pass yards, he had 11 pass attempts. You throw in the fact, too, that this Bears defense is ranked 30th in the league right now. Roquan Smith might even play. If he doesn't play, they literally have Robert Quinn and Scraps. They're going to be down a lot. And I say what you want about the Bears. I think Justin Fields still could have a role in this league. I think the talent is still there. I think I've actually switched my answer. I think Darnell Mooney's going to have a really good fantasy year. And this prediction sounds more bold on the title of it by saying beating the franchise passing record.
But it's the Bears.
But it's the Bears.
I like it.
And when you think about that, their top guy hasn't ever thrown for over 3,900 yards.
Yeah.
I think this is
They've
the
never had a 4,000-yard passer.
Never
I
had
think
it.
Cutler never got there.
3,838 yards is the record
Well, I
for
mean,
the Bears in 1995.
I like it for a bold prediction.
I mean, going back to your point though, how their defense sucks and they're going to be down in every game. Like he's going to lead to so many
Yeah.
pass
Yes,
attempts.
he might throw. He's probably going to throw fucking 12, 15 picks, but he's going to be slinging the ball. They're going to be down a lot. I mean, they got the Packers twice a year. They have the Vikings twice a year. Those games, they're going to be down. They're going to have to fucking push and force the ball. I'm not saying the talent's there on the outside, but I think he's going to make something happen. He's going to have, I think in fantasy-wise, he's going to have a shitload of garbage time points.
Oh, so many.
A shitload.
I mean, fantasy-wise, the running, too.
Yeah. I mean, throwing the fact, too, the offensive line's not good. They're not going to be able to run the ball probably. This team is going to put the whole offensive game plan and structure on Justin Fields' arm. And they are going to give – and why not?
I think David Montgomery's going to have a pretty big role.
I think
they're going to feed Montgomery.
But I think Montgomery's going to average probably 3.3 yards a carry. I don't think they're going to
Well,
be
they'll be running the ball in the first half.
And that's going to – I think the game plan for most of these games for the Bears, they're going to be forced to pass the ball, which is a big reason why I think he could break this record.
I like it for a bold prediction. Yeah.
No, it plays.
Yeah, love it.
All right, well, I'm just going to – well, we got the Justin Fields thing going. My bold prediction is that Justin Fields is the answer for the Bears, and he does show –
is the answer.
And is a top 5 fantasy quarterback.
Ooh, spicy.
That one is – you're going bold, Brophy.
Well, you see, the thing is, I could definitely see a world where he has
I like that.
where he has
I
a
like
similar
that.
stat line to Jalen Hurts last year. 16 touchdowns,
like
9
it.
picks, and what was he, like 10 rushing touchdowns?
Yeah.
I could definitely
I like
see a
it. I
similar
like
stat
that.
line, and that was top 5 last year for Hurts.
Yeah.
As long as he can
I
run.
like it. If the running's
Yeah,
there.
I mean, they're gonna, like we said, they're gonna be down every fucking game. They're gonna be throwing it. He's gonna be running it. Their offensive line sucks. He's gonna be scrambling.
Yeah.
I wonder what the over/under is for Justin Fields rushing touchdowns.
That's good. We should look
Probably
that
like
up.
6. I bet it's like 6 or 7. Maybe 5. I don't know. I like that.
I love a sick
That's
podcast.
that's bold. I
Yeah,
like it.
I'll fuck with it. Let's go Fields, baby. All right, bless all. What's
All
your
right,
final
my
one?
last
So we're
one.
both buying the field stock.
We're both buying Field stock.
All right.
I
Field
hate
stock.
the Bears. Whatever. All right, my last one. You're gonna like this one. This is a little more bold than the Vikings. The Cincinnati Bengals will miss the playoffs.
Ooh.
The
Going
AFC,
to the Super Bowl?
The AFC, they're going from making the Super Bowl to out of the playoffs this year. Let's just go through the teams. Bills, yes. Colts, yes.
I don't know.
You don't know in that
mean,
division?
yeah,
Give me the
yeah.
Colts.
I
I'm
think we're
kidding.
getting 3 AFC West teams. At least. I think we're getting 3.
Yeah.
So there's 5. I think the Ravens take the division. That leaves 1 spot left.
The Steelers.
And I know Cincinnati's great, and they added to the O-line. They didn't really add to the defense, though, and that was really the weakness last year. I mean, the O-line was a weakness, but the offense in total was good. It's not like the offense was the problem last year. They improved the offense. The defense is still the liability on that team. I think when you look at the structure of the AFC, I think there's, in a lot of different worlds, a situation where the Bengals miss the playoffs, and you see a team like the Steelers or the Dolphins maybe win some tiebreakers, go 10-7, and make the playoffs.
in
Or
this
even
conference,
the Raiders. In the AFC, I think it could happen.
in this conference, it could definitely happen.
I think Bengals, bold prediction, Bengals go from the Super Bowl to out of the playoffs.
And to be fair, they added their own line, but there's a chance that doesn't work out. Like, you got to still have chemistry with that offensive
Exactly.
line because you get what were good players.
Well, and there's another thing.
I
There's
mean-
the injuries. I mean, Joe Burrow's injury prone. Joe Mixon's injury prone.
I wouldn't say Burrow's injury. He had 1 injury.
Well, I mean,
Well,
just
he's
had
all.
an
I mean, if he's not the
surgery.
most, I mean, he got sacked 70 times the last 2 years. If those numbers aren't as bad, he's not as injury prone.
I mean, he's
Either
been in
way.
the league 2 years. He's only played 1 or 1.5.
But even in college, he never had injury problems.
Well, he only played 1 year.
So I mean, but excluding one ACL tear, he doesn't really have
Yeah.
injury problems.
Well, I mean, he just got his appendix removed. That's like,
That's something.
That's something. That's not minor. No, I mean, that's not my main point. My main point is how good the AFC is, and I think there's going to be
Yeah.
a team like the Dolphins or the Steelers that'll
Yeah.
surprise and win like 10 games, 11 games, maybe not 11, but 10 games. I think you'll see the Bengals, because the Bengals barely made it last year. Actually, wait, they won their division last year, but they won the division like
Yeah.
10-7 though.
Yeah.
And that was
So,
with
like-
Lamar Jackson hurt
Yeah.
and Big Ben
I
on
think
his last
Ravens
leg.
reclaim the crown this year, and I think you're going to see the Bengals fighting at the end of the year for a playoff spot. I think there's a
so who do you
somewhat
think's
decent
going to get in
chance.
over him?
I can't say all 4 AFC West teams because I just don't see. I don't know how that happens.
Steelers?
I think you see the Steelers or the Dolphins. If the Bengals, now this is bold. If I have to put my money on it, I'm still saying the Bengals make the playoffs. But bold prediction, they miss it because I don't see a situation where the Bills or the Colts don't make it. I think they're shoo-ins to win their division,
Yeah.
and I think you have to shoe in 3 AFC West teams. So then at that point, you're picking Ravens or Bengals to win the division, and then there's one more spot. That's it. And I think
And that could be taken.
I think that could easily be taken. I think bold prediction: Bengals go Super Bowl to miss the playoffs.
I mean, and then
first team out.
Will the Bengals play the Dolphins this year?
I don't know.
Because if they will, and the Dolphins win that game too, and they get the tiebreaker.
That is interesting. Like I totally understand, the argument of like the AFC is so fucking stacked. I love the Bengals. It's hard for me
I
to
do too.
try to fathom that.
I think their offense, if everyone's healthy, their offense should be top 5,
Yeah.
easy.
And we've seen crazier things happen. I mean,
But I think just with the way it's looked, I mean, they weren't even that good last year till the end. Like
No.
they weren't even supposed to win the division until
No,
it was like week 15.
They hit fire late.
It was like week 15. It's like, oh shit, the Bengals win the division.
well, they had like
yeah.
a couple good wins, and they lost to the Jets, lost a couple of bad games,
Yeah.
and they picked it back
Remember,
up
like
late.
week 4, they barely beat the Jags on Thursday.
I mean, they
night,
barely
and it
beat
was
the
like-
Titans in the divisional championship game.
Yeah,
I mean,
well, they did sack them.
yes, and that was all Joe Burrow's will. But
Well, they
Tannehill
barely
kinda-
beat the Raiders. Remember the Raiders at the end
Yeah.
of the
I mean,
game?
yeah.
Oh,
if,
yeah.
If this O line doesn't mesh like you were saying, then
That could be a
that
problem.
could very well happen.
Yeah.
Their defense is nothing special by any means.
Chidobe Uzie, Eli Apple, 2 great NFC East corners.
They got Jesse Bates. They got
They got Trey
Hendrickson. It's nothing special. It's an okay defense, but
I don't hate it. It can play.
I wouldn't bet on it, but I would.
Yeah, I wouldn't bet on it either. But
it wouldn't blow my mind.
I actually see what those odds are. Let me see what that is. Just I'm curious. Go with yours. Huh?
I just think Colts, Bills are winning their divisions, and then you have 3 AFC West teams, and that still leaves Ravens and Bengals to fight out for the crown. And I'm going to assume Ravens win. That leaves one spot, and that's my whole reasoning. And it's like when there's one spot left, and there's the Steelers who know are going to be competitive, the Dolphins who are going to be competitive, hell, the Patriots could be competitive. The Titans are still in the picture. Like I know I'm not big on the Titans, but who knows? Like
I mean, I would agree. Outside of the Colts and Bills with the AFC, you really have no clue. I mean, the Chiefs may not get in.
Yeah. I mean,
we really have no idea.
So even the books, it's even money for the Bengals not to make the playoffs. At -1, it's at plus 103. So it's like they don't even think it's like that crazy for that to happen either. That's plus.
Even money.
Even money.
It's plus 103. Plus 103 from the miss.
Oh wow. Well, I wouldn't bet it then. Definitely.
So
I would figure that.
It's only minus 120. It's only minus 125 to yes. So it's juiced a little bit, but like.
Yeah.
That's almost even then.
Yeah,
that's pretty. It's pretty close.
Yeah, Vegas doesn't think it's that crazy either. So why should we?
All right.
T-Bone, what you got?
All right. So my last one, This was probably my least bold one. Maybe still slightly bold, not crazy bold though. But I think Derek Carr's going to lead the league in passing yards.
I was thinking about that.
I like that.
He was 5th last year. Was already top 5, and he's literally in like the ideal scenario, and he has the recipe cooking for him to lead the league in passing yards. I mean, now in his offense, he has Darren Waller, Hunter Renfrow, Josh Jacobs,
all the weapons in the
Adams.
world.
They have all the weapons in the world they need. The O-line is not that great. They were 28th in rush yards last year. We know they really can't run the ball too effectively, and the pass defense is middle of the pack. So, teams are going to pass them at will, and you throw in the fact, too, that they have 6 games in division. I think every single one of those games against the Raiders is going to be a shootout.
Absolutely.
And I've already said this before, but I think Derek Carr is probably going to lead the league in pass attempts. And I think in result of that, he's going to lead the league in passing yards.
Yeah.
And this team goes as far as Derek Carr goes, which I've stated previously. So not that crazy bold, but it really would not shock me if he led the league in passing yards.
I wonder if you could do a bet of some sort where it was like someone from the AFC West to lead the league in passing yards. Because, Mahomes, Herbert, or Carr could definitely do it. I wonder if
do you think like Bovada or anything has anything like that?
They might. Let me see what the odds are for most passing yards because I'm curious. Oh, why are you showing me Tyrod Taylor? Okay, well, all the way down the list. Okay, that's why. So Derek Carr actually has the 4th best odds at plus 900 to lead the league in passing yards. Herbert's at number 1 at plus 550. Brady next at plus 800. Mahomes at plus 800. Burrow at plus 850, and then Derek Carr at plus 900.
Yeah. So, 4th overall, not that crazy. 5th last year.
No, definitely, not the craziest thing, but neither is mine. I thought this was a bold pick, and then we started talking about it. It's just not bold at all. I was going to say the Colts would be the 1 seed. That's just not that bold anymore now that we're talking about it.
I love that.
Yeah,
I still think that's bold.
Yeah, it is bold.
Yeah.
Most people are going to pick Bills or Chargers or Chiefs.
Just because of that division they're in, they could easily.
I think it lines
5-1,
up
6-0.
And that's a huge thing in the AFC is the division play here.
And because they also didn't win the division last year, they're gonna go up. They're They're gonna go up as the 2nd best team in their division.
I think Matt Ryan probably too. Is kind of like looking to prove himself even too.
Well, he's the perfect quarterback for that offense. He's gonna take care of the ball.
Yeah, he's not gonna make stupid mistakes, and we know that offense is gonna run the ball. They're gonna play good defense.
Yeah. No one's trying to play hero ball like Carson Wentz was.
No.
So
I like that.
Do we want to go through our bold predictions like just real quick, just rapid fire them, just 1, 2, 3 from each?
Sure.
All right, go.
All right, bold prediction number 1: Philadelphia Eagles end up as the number 1 seed in the NFC.
Just do all 3 years.
Oh, number 2: Minnesota Vikings decrown the Packers and win the NFC North.
Woo!
And number 3,
let's go back.
The reigning AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals will go from the Super Bowl to sitting on the couch in January. They'll miss the playoffs this year.
Sit on the couch eating the popcorn.
Super Bowl to the Pooper Bowl.
All right. My bold take, Saints win the NFC South. We see the downfall of Brady. Saints getting the crown. Derek Carr is going to lead the NFL in passing yards. And Justin Fields himself, Mr. Chicago Bear, Ohio State boy, is going to break Eric Kramer's 3,833 in 1995 single-season passing yards record.
Beautiful. My 2022 NFL season bold predictions. Number 1, Commanders win the NFC East, and Wentz is comeback player of the year.
That is bold.
Hey, I will respect that. Is the most bold one I've
Oh,
ever.
Definitely.
Number 2, Justin Fields is the answer for the Bears and is a top 5 fantasy quarterback. Number 3, Colts are the 1 seed in the AFC. All right, now let's get some 2022 NFL award predictions, huh?
Here we go.
I mean, so we're going to go over the MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Comeback Player of the Year, and Offensive and Defensive Rookie of the Year. All right, T-Bone, who's your MVP for the 2022 NFL season?
All right, y'all probably already can guess this, but Josh Allen, he's not a sexy pick. He's the favorite already, but I think Bills are going to win the 1 seed. He's going to have a crazy statistical season. You know, like we said, they arguably have the most complete team on both sides of the ball. He was right there at MVP voting last year. I think this is the Bills' year. Give me Josh Allen as the MVP.
He's the leader in the clubhouse at plus 700 odds.
Yeah.
That's
it's
still
a
high.
plus 700.
Plus
like,
700.
I mean, still,
Wow.
yeah.
All right, my MVP. I got the Chargers finish as the number 1 seed in the AFC. And if the Chargers finish as number 1 seed in the AFC, that means Justin Herbert had a real good year.
It does.
I got Justin Herbert, MVP for this season. He's going to throw for over 4,500 yards, over 40 tubs. Chargers lock up the 1 seed. Herbert takes MVP.
I ironically have Justin Herbert as well. He's at plus 900 odds to win the MVP, which I don't hate that at all. Someone I was looking at too, just for kind of somewhat sleeper MVP, but Russell Wilson at plus 1,400. If they do really good, he's the reason that they did good. Like, we know that for a fact.
They could have the running game, right?
That's what I'm worried about. Obviously, the stats, but like a
and
plus
the defense was top 3 last year.
Yeah, but they're losing Fangio. I think
Whoa.
you're gonna lose something there.
Broncos had a top 3
It's third.
defense.
I think they've had they had like a top 3
What?
defense every year Fangio was there.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
I do think they're gonna lose something with Fangio gone personally.
Yeah.
But either way, I think plus 1,400 because I really think he would probably be the number 1 reason that team would be good. They've had good running games in the past. They've had a good defense the past few years. The one thing they haven't had is a good quarterback. So I don't think it's a horrible sleeper pick.
No, I don't think it's
No,
all.
I don't
And
think
we
so
know
either.
their running game is going to be crazy this year.
Yeah.
The fact I think they were 12th or 13 last year in
Yeah.
rush yards with the combo of Drew Lock and Teddy B at quarterback with Russell Wilson now. That run
Hey,
game's
what-
going to eat.
What's Kyler Murray's odds?
He is a little bit down here. He's at plus 2,000.
I wouldn't hate that. I think Cardinals, NFC's open. He's got all the weapons in the world.
I just don't like his nukes out for the first 6. I mean, hell,
But
if
I mean,
you're
if
going down that route,
if he can still ball, though.
if the Eagles can take the 1 seed?
I was going to
Hurts
say
odds?
Hurts.
I don't know if Hurts is gonna have the stats to do it though.
If
He may
could
have
have a
some
Cam
crazy
Newton
rushing
like he could have a
stats.
Cam Newton like
Well,
year.
Cam Newton threw for how many? Like he had a great. That was like his best year throwing, and it wasn't even close because he didn't
Yeah.
throw that. He didn't turn the ball over that much either.
I think
the
Hurts
Hurt-
could be a deep sleep. I think Jameis is like the most deep sleeper possible.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Lamar Jackson at plus 1,900.
Yeah.
I like
great.
that.
I mean,
we've
Lamar
seen him
was
do it before.
Literally the first 6 weeks of the season, he was the favorite.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen.
And he
He's.
still needs to get paid. So
Yeah.
I mean, I don't hate that either.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on next to Offensive Player of the Year. I think we have a PTA.
I think this is a unanimous agreement
Yeah.
with Justin Jefferson.
Yeah,
I mean, the last 4 out of 5 years, it's been a non-QB. The QB wins MVP,
yeah.
and it's a receiver or a running back that wins the Offensive Player of the Year. We saw what Cooper Kupp did last year with Kevin O'Connell, leading that Rams charge. And now J.J.F. is getting solidified in that role. He was great his rookie year. He got better even last year. I think he's only got better this year. The chemistry with Kirk Cousins is obviously great. A lot of shootouts brewing. Justin Jefferson is going to put up some fucking numbers.
I have Justin Jefferson as well for literally all the same reasons that you just said. Yep.
Yeah, I think we all agree. Justin Jefferson,
yeah.
who's at third best odds behind Jonathan Taylor at plus 900, Cooper Kupp at
I feel like
plus
he should be the
14.
favorite, honestly.
They have Justin Jefferson at plus 1,400 to win Offensive Player of the Year.
I mean, Jonathan Taylor, I feel like should probably be the favorite.
He could, but
Because
I mean,
Jonathan Taylor is still in a position to run for 2,000 yards.
very true.
Yeah.
I mean, Derrick
But
Henry's
I
still there.
like going JJF.
Derrick Henry's are at plus 1,400. I mean, if he stays on the pace he did last year, he'll fucking do it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think Justin Jefferson's gonna have like, I don't know if he'll have like what Cooper Kupp did last year, but I think it's gonna be close because I think he's gonna have a better statistical year than Cooper Kupp, personally. But okay,
You think Justin? Oh, you're talking about this season.
this season.
I thought you meant from last season. I was like, whoa.
Okay, defensive player of the year.
Yeah, so I got Nick Bosa. He had 15 and a
No,
half.
Micah?
I wanted to go Micah, but I couldn't. I wouldn't be shocked at all if Micah won, honestly. But Nick Bosa had 15 and a half sacks last year. He led NFL in tackles for losses with 21 tackles. And, he's 2 years removed now from ACL injury. He did all of that last year coming off a fresh ACL injury. I think you throw in the fact that the Niners could beat the 1 or 2 seed with, a top 5 defense in the league, probably the best front 7 in the league. They could easily lead the league in sacks. And if he is the bull and the head of that charge, I think for Nick Bosa wise, we're going to see Nick Bosa's best season this year.
Pending health. Yep.
Pending health. If he's healthy,
He's healthy. I love
Yeah.
him.
I love it.
That's my only fear.
We know the talent's there. We know the scheme's there.
You can get him now for plus 1,200.
Brophy, how does it feel
What's that?
for your defensive player of the year pick?
Oh yeah, I mean,
You're
it is
gonna-
what it is.
Man,
It is what it is.
out of the 3 people here, he's going to be the one taking him.
Yeah.
How about that?
Well, you're up next.
I got Myles Garrett winning defensive player of the year for 2 reasons. One, I think the Browns, for the Browns to be competitive this season, especially these first 12 weeks, it's going to have to be, one, the running game and the defense. And that defense obviously spearheaded by Myles Garrett. The guy had, 16 sacks last year. I think Myles Garrett's going to come out, have another, 19, 20, 18 sack type of season. He's the odds-on favorite this year. He's in a great spot. He's arguably the best pass rusher in the league. Doesn't get hurt. I'm taking the odds. I'm taking the odds-on favorite. I wanted to go Micah.
I really wanted to go
My
Micah
only
too.
thing about Micah is we don't run him as an edge rusher enough, and I think
Depends how they use them.
we use him in such a unique way that I don't think his sack numbers are going to be up there with the TJ Watts and the Nick Bosas and the Myles Garrett and the Joey Bosas of the world, and so I think that's going to be why. Last season we had 13.
Yeah.
I think he'll probably finish around 12 this season, and if Myles Garrett or Nick Bosa or TJ Watt is 20. They're probably going to win it. And that's my reasoning to not pick him. If Dan Quinn came out and said Micah's going to run D-end every single play, oh, yeah, he's going to have 21 sacks. Let's roll.
We can't afford to do that.
Yeah, I mean, we use Micah in so many unique ways that you can't just say he's going to be a pass rusher. So that's why I didn't take him. Got Myles Garrett. It's a safe pick, but, I mean, he's a beast. He's going to be in a great situation all season, so...
Well, I'm not subscribing to that theory. Give me Micah Parsons.
Look
at
at the
plus
Giants
1,000.
fan.
Yeah, whatever. It is
Picking
what
the
it is.
boys.
The Giants fan.
Yeah,
go,
I can't
Micah.
play allegiance.
Welcome to the dark side, bud.
I'm just picking for defensive player of the year. He's winning a fucking award. Doesn't
No,
win
we're
anything.
That's kind of sad, honestly.
We're gonna
that
get you a
me
Micah jersey.
That me and you didn't take Micah.
I was about to.
I'm
pick,
kind of embarrassed.
I was
by
about
that.
to pick Micah, but I was like, I can't just because I'm a cow. Even though who's the favorite?
The favorite's Myles Garrett at plus 700. Micah Parsons is 4th. Aaron
He is.
Donald's at plus 700. TJ Watt's at plus 800. Micah's at plus 1,000. But my thing is, I think Micah Parsons, I mean, say what y'all will, how y'all use him, in such unique ways. But I think they're really going to have to deploy him as a pass rusher because that's what wins so many games right now is a great pass rusher can take over a game.
Yeah.
And with Randy Gregory gone as well, I think they're going to be a lot of close games, a lot of offensive shootouts. And yeah, I really see a world where Micah Parsons has a 15 to 20 total for sacks, and he's among the league leaders, if not the league leader in tackles for loss. So I don't think plus 1,000 right there. I think that's good odds. I like that play.
What was Myles Garrett's?
Plus 700. What are you looking at, Chump, huh?
Don't worry about it, bud.
All right, bud. All right. Next, comeback player of the year.
You got this one.
You've been leading it off this whole
We'll
time.
switch it up.
All right. Well, I'm not going with the normal pick, McCaffrey or Saquon. We just talked about this guy a little bit. We talked about him for MVP a little bit. Talked about a little sprinkle. Going Jameis Winston, comeback player of the year. I think we saw last season, what were the Saints, 5-2 before he got hurt. He was playing really well. I think Saints are going to be great this year. I think, like you said, one of your bold predictions, they're winning the division. I could totally see that happening. I think they make the playoffs. I think Jameis is going to have a great year. You could take McCaffrey. He's the obvious pick. You could take, if you want to go bold, Carson Wentz. You could take Saquon. I'm going Jameis. I think he's in a great
Brian
spot.
Robinson.
Derrick
Brian
Henry's the
Robinson.
favorite.
Brian
is he
Robinson is second.
How is a guy who
plus
hasn't played in the
450.
league comeback player of the year?
Got shot.
Wait, how he's second?
How can
On
How
here,
can
I
a
mean-
rookie be comeback player of the year?
DraftKings has a plus 450. FanDuel has him at plus 600.
It doesn't even make sense.
Just because he got shot?
I guess so. I don't know what other reason there'd be.
Well, I got Jameis Winston. He's a value pick. You can get him on good value. I think Jameis, great spot on a great team. Team's gonna be good. I think if he's healthy, he's gonna have a great year. Give me Jameis, comeback player of the
Also,
year.
I'm praying for Robinson's recovery. We should have slandered him like that. He didn't get shot for fun. All right. But no, I do like Jameis. Jameis is the third best odds actually at plus 550. I mean, he's a
really?
quarterback.
I thought he
So
Yeah,
that's what's
they
going to
have him
happen.
second
But,
here.
I mean, that's very realistic. I mean, if the Saints go to the playoffs, hell, they win the NFC South. There's no reason that won't happen.
All right, I'm not going with a crazy. I'm just gonna go Derrick Henry. He's the favorite. But I mean, if pending health, if Derrick is healthy, he is going to win this award. I think even if the
Yeah.
Titans miss
What
on
about
the
Calf? If Calf's
Calf
healthy,
could too,
he's gonna do it.
but I'm banging on the health of Derrick versus Calf.
That's
I think Derrick has a better chance of staying healthy versus Christian McCaffrey. And if Derrick Henry's healthy, he's probably going to run for at minimum 1,300, 1,400 yards. Even if the Titans win 7 or 8 games and he's healthy, I think he still wins this award because he is the engine of this offense. I mean,
Yeah.
Tannehill's not going to step in and all of a sudden pass for 4,000 plus yards. The defense isn't that great. If Henry is healthy, he's going to win this award. But obviously, we don't know if he's going to be healthy. None of these other names really jumped out too much to me. You could go Christian McCaffrey because if he stays healthy, he's probably going to surpass Henry because he's probably going to put up better numbers than Derrick Henry too. I do like the Jameis Winston pick a lot.
Hey, Saquon at plus 1,600.
Other guys I have is like Michael. I don't like Michael
out of
Thomas. I
Dodge.
think Michael Thomas is going to be a shell of what he once was. But
Yep.
another sleeper on here, I think is Baker Mayfield. They have him kind
I
of low.
almost
Plus
picked
1,000.
Baker.
They have him plus 1,400.
Okay, this was my
if the
only
Panthers
thing
can
about
just
Baker.
be competitive with Baker
But
Mayfield,
this
he
is
can
the
win
thing.
this award.
But if
Not FanDuel,
but
plus
this is my
2,000.
thing with Baker winning comeback player of the year is if Baker's gonna have a good year and the Panthers are gonna be good, it's because McCaffrey stays healthy. You know what I mean?
That's true.
So like,
But
if,
he's going to be the one that reaps the benefits of that.
But if
for
McCaffrey has
comeback
2,000
player of the year though, but like if Baker's good, it's probably because McCaffrey's healthy and he's raw, which means McCaffrey's gonna win it. When I first saw it, I was like, yeah, I want to pick Baker too. And then I was like, but if Baker's gonna be really good this year, McCaffrey's probably gonna be really good this year, which means he's gonna win the
And if
award.
McCaffrey has
That was
2,000
my-
yards
that
from
was my
scrimmage,
only-
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
But I saw Baker and I was like, oh yeah, I can think Baker.
Another one on here, I know y'all are going to love this one. It was Juju at plus 2
Yep.
grand.
yeah.
I liked that one. Allen Robinson on there too.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to go in a little bit outside the lines here. I'm taking Khalil Mack at plus, I like plus 2,500.
I saw that one earlier.
That's
I
not
like that
bad.
one.
But I
Yeah.
like that. I mean, they're going to be in pass rushing situations all the time. They're going to be up or in shootouts with the AFC West. So he's going to have all the chances in the world to pass rush. We know he's been with the Bears last year, but you can't help but think that he mailed it in. I mean, with how shitty
Well,
that
he only
team
played
was.
like half the season too.
Either way, he mailed it in. I'm thinking
Yeah.
he mailed it in. So
I think
now
he was hurt, but
he
Well,
probably could have come
like
back.
6
Like,
sacks through 8 games or something.
Yeah.
He's still
I mean,
Yeah.
he's still got that talent. I mean,
no, the
Yeah.
talent's
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
If he's healthy, he's
and
going to
especially with Joey Bosa on the other side, like, I mean, he's gonna have one-on-one matchups.
Yep.
More and more. So I think, I like it, and especially at plus 2,500.
great value.
I love those odds on
Yeah,
that. I
great
love
value.
those odds.
Yeah,
When's the last time a defensive player won comeback player of the year?
I have to look that up.
Did JJ Watt ever win one?
I don't know.
I don't know. Who won it last year? I feel like comeback player of the year.
Did
is
Dak?
always like, oh yeah, honestly, it might have been Dak.
I think Dak did.
It should have been Dak.
Yeah.
You got it pulled up, bro.
Working on it. Let's see. All right, so Okay, so it was last year was Joe Burrow, Alex Smith, Tannehill, Andrew Luck, Keenan Allen, Jordan Nelson, Eric Berry was the last defensive player to win it in 2015.
That's a lot of quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Jameis.
he had cancer.
I mean, Greg Ellis and the last 20 years, there's been 1, 2,
surprising,
3 defensive
honestly.
players. Eric Berry, Greg Ellis with the Cowboys in 07.
Greg Ellis.
I don't even remember that guy.
And Joe Johnson in 2000. But
Wow.
yeah, it'd be crazy for a defensive player to win it, but with how
I think
important,
that's plausible.
I mean, especially with how
if he's healthy, he'll be in
Yeah,
a great spot.
I like that. I like that
Yeah.
pick.
yeah. Next, offensive rookie of the year.
Can we lead this one off?
Yeah.
All right, I got Dameon Pierce. I know a lot of quarterbacks win this award. I know Kenny Pickett's up there, and I agree. I think Kenny Pickett will be starting in 4 weeks, 5 weeks. I just think Dameon Pierce is about to get a massive workload. And I think outside of Kenny Pickett, you're not going to see another quarterback. So for Kenny Pickett to win it, he's going to have to just ball out, probably get the Steelers into the playoffs, which I think is unlikely. Dameon Pierce is probably going to be on a shit team, but he's still going to get probably 20-plus touches a game. His stats are going to be inflated just because of the touches.
Yep.
I don't like really any of the receivers' spots. I mean, you could say Drake London. He's got Mariota thrown to him. You can say Garrett Wilson. We don't know when Zach Wilson's coming back. You can say Olave, but you got Mike Thomas. You got Jarvis. I don't see a clear-cut receiver to take. And outside of Kenny Pickett, there's not a quarterback to take. And outside of running back, it's Dameon Pierce and who else? I think Dameon Pierce is the only guy on the list that it's this guy is going to go right in week 1 to a major role. And as long as he's healthy, we'll have that role all year.
I'll tell you who I like looking at this.
There's not a lot of there's not any favorite by any means. There's not a lot of
No,
appealing
it's kind of
options.
just a crapshoot.
I mean, I'll tell you someone I like just looking at is Trillin Burks. He's at plus 1,300.
Yeah,
He could very well take over the number one position.
I just don't know how I like him because I've heard a lot of shit. I think he's 4th on the depth chart in camp and all that.
What? He's 4th?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even think he's
Preseason depth charts don't matter. We'll see what happens week 1.
He better
I know,
be starting week 1.
And I don't think the Titans are going to be very good. I just don't know if he's going to put up the numbers.
I think he very well could. If they're down in games and whatever happens, he could. I mean, he's talented enough to be a guy they throw to a lot. So
I wouldn't hate it.
I don't think it's horrible.
I think Dameon Pierce is the only guy though that's in week 1. He's in the spot where it's this guy's going to get the touches from here on out.
Yeah, statistically, and it just goes.
It's a stats award. Yeah. They do like to give it to quarterbacks though, which is why I think if Kenny Pickett does come in week 4,
Kenny Pickett is the favorite.
Yeah, I mean, and I think he should be because if Kenny Pickett comes in week 4, and it's he plays well, the Steelers maybe make playoffs or push the playoffs, and he has a good year, they'll probably win it. But I just right now I don't know, so I'm going Pierce.
All right, fuck it. I'm going to go really bold on this one.
Christian Watson.
I'm going to go Romeo Doubs.
Dobes?
Wow, the Packer receiver?
The guy behind Christian Watson.
Wow.
So the number one. So he's going to be the number 1 receiver for the Packers this year.
Yes, it's going to
That is a fantasy
It's
boom
going
right
to
there.
start off slow for Romeo Doubs, obviously, because they still have Randall Cobb there. They have Sammy Watkins. They have Christian
Randall Cobb's
Watson.
still there?
Yep. Christian Watson. I think Doubs is 4th right now on the depth chart. Christian Watson, though, hasn't. I think he's still hurt.
Yeah, he's been hurt.
But Rodgers has already raved on fucking Pat McAfee's show about Romeo Doubs. Everyone's hyping up Romeo Doubs. And obviously right now, on the top of the depth chart, it's Randall Cobb and it's Sammy Watkins. But how much, if we're being honest here.
Want to drink it?
Oh, spitting it.
No, spitting this.
Oh, sorry.
If we're being honest here, how much left does Randall Cobb and Sammy Watkins have?
I don't.
Nothing.
I mean, Randall Cobb
I'm
is
surprised Randall
I think-
Cobb's still on a team.
I am too. I think this is going to be a situation by week 4 or 5. Him and Christian Watson are going to start to ascend, and Aaron's going to pick one of those to be his guys, and I think Doubs is going to be his guy. I don't have any cold hard facts to back this up, but I'm strictly going on based on what we've heard of in camp, based off Rodgers' own opinions on Doubs, and the fact that too, last year, I'm not saying this guy's Devontae Adams by any stretch, but we do like to see Aaron Rodgers' favorite one receiver, and if this guy can be the
Hell of a
receiver
catch. What a
that
save.
Rodgers favorites and it becomes Rodgers' go-to guy, there's no reason he cannot be the offensive rookie in the year.
Absolutely.
And put up near 1,000 yards and 6-7 touchdowns. And as a rookie, if you're on the division-winning team that goes to the playoffs and you have 1,000 yards, 6-7 touchdowns, and you're Aaron Rodgers' top receiver, you got a really good chance to win Rookie of the Year.
I mean, honestly, betting wise, I would take whichever ones. If I'm looking at that value, because you can get Dobbs at plus 1,300. If you can,
Yeah,
if you can
he's
look
plus 16 on here.
I mean, if you're looking at whichever one has the better,
I feel like he should be high. I feel like that.
if you're looking at who has the,
juiced even.
I mean, I would take whoever has the better odds and more value between Dobbs and Watson.
Yeah.
Like any one of those two could win it and be
Yeah.
Packer.
Because obviously, yeah,
Rodgers
Watson
number
was the
one
guy that was picked higher coming out of college, but I
Yeah.
mean, he hasn't, from what we've seen so far in reports, he
Well,
hasn't.
Watson's been hurt too throughout camp.
Yeah, he's
hasn't
been
he?
hurt, and he
playing.
hasn't proven anything. And I mean, hell,
No.
nowadays in the NFL too, you get a receiver second, third, fourth round. How much of a difference is there? It's like running back nowadays. These receivers transition like it's night and day.
Yeah,
So,
I like that. I think value too.
Yeah.
Like with the value you can
Yeah.
get at that betting wise is awesome.
Yeah, don't hate it. I got Kenny Pickett. I'm taking the favorite. I just definitely see a world where he comes in week 4 or 5, leads his team to even a 9-8 record, puts up good stats. Maybe doesn't even make the playoffs, but because he's a quarterback and was competitive, I could definitely see it happening.
I agree.
yeah.
I like that.
I mean,
I mean, there's a reason
he's the favorite. I mean, yeah,
There's a reason he's the
if he comes in, week 4 or 5, and like this team pushes for the playoffs, and as long as there's no, rookies that are putting up crazy numbers,
Yeah,
he's probably gonna win it.
probably.
Like,
yeah.
All right, let's do Defensive Rookie of the Year to finish this awards predictions.
All right. I'm just going with the favorite. I'm going Aiden Hutchinson. I kind of looked at the list. No one really jumped off the page,
Yeah.
so I just went Aiden Hutchinson.
Thibodeau? Come on.
No. But like, he's in a good spot. Number 1 edge rusher. He should push for 10 sacks this year.
Yeah.
There's not really anyone else that I saw that jumped off the page. So
The only thing I worry
take the favorite.
The only thing I worry about is he's not going to be in pass rushing situations for 4 quarters because teams are probably going to be running the ball against him a lot.
I don't know. Lions are going to be competitive this year, man. The Lions were
Yeah.
competitive last
But
year.
the run defense still isn't all shored up because of him. That's for damn sure. And their run defense was bad last year.
That's true.
But no, I mean, there's a reason he's the favorite. He was a fucking
yeah, I can't.
Yeah, I
he's
mean,
a favorite.
yeah,
so
he's the
can't-
favorite. Can't hate it.
I just looked at it. I was like, eh.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
That
not
was-
really
yeah, it's,
great
it-
there.
whatever.
it's nothing to really dig
No,
deep
yeah.
into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I just kind of looked this up, but I'm gonna go with another really bold pick here. I'm gonna go George Karlaftis.
You son of a bitch.
From the Chiefs. All right. First of all, Brian Baldinger. I've seen a few videos off Instagram.
Is that the Sam Williams guy?
Yeah, same guy. This guy loves Karlaftis. Karlaftis was a beast at Purdue. He's a power edge rusher. Chiefs got rid of Frank Clark. He's gonna step in and be a starter
They
for
still
him.
have Frank Clark.
I thought they got rid of him.
No, they still got him.
D4 was it
Actually
D4?
they got D4.
Okay,
D4
my
got
bad.
cut from the Niners.
Oh, I get those two fucking confused.
Yeah.
But Karlaftis is going to step in. He's going to be starting average from day one. This was a guy who had, top 20 appeal, slipped a little bit in the draft, falls to the Chiefs. Chiefs are going to be in most games, if I had to imagine. So this guy's going to get his hits at the quarterback. He's going to be in a lot of pass rushing situations. And if he can get, let's say 7-8 sacks and be on the Chiefs, who could be a 1 or 2 seed, I think he could push right there.
I think he'll need more than 8 sacks. I think we'll need to get to double digits. And I think I could definitely see him getting 10 or 12. That's not crazy.
I mean, I think if he has 8
It's
or
kind
9,
of crazy for a
I
second
think.
round rookie.
I mean, Micah had arguably the best defensive
That's
rookie
true.
season
I mean,
ever
yeah,
last
that's
year, and he had
true.
12 sacks.
but Micah wasn't a pure pass rush, though.
But if any rookie puts up 12 sacks, they're most
Yeah.
likely
oh, no
winning
doubt.
the award.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
I don't think he puts up 12
I think
sacks.
Karlaftis putting up
No.
10 plus sacks.
But
is a
I
stretch.
think 8-9 sacks combined with the fact that he is their best edge rusher. Chris Jones is doing his shit in the
Yeah.
middle. Chiefs are the 1 or 2 seed, and he is a integral piece of that pass rush. Because like you said, there's no really rookies this year that step into situations to where Aiden Hutchinson, yes, but towards these guys. And there wasn't a Myles Garrett, Jadeveon Clowney type of prospect this year either, to where you're all in on that guy. Aiden Hutchinson, yes, with the 2 pick, but he wasn't like that kind of can't miss edge rushing prospect that we expect to just be a perennial All-Pro. He should be really good, yes, but not one of those like Andrew Luck-esque on the defensive side prospects.
Well, I think defense too. Like you look at rookies, like I think Micah's an outlier. Like typically defenders take a little bit to
Mike,
get it. Like it wasn't until like Myles Garrett's year 3 that he started really putting up numbers. So it's
not like
8
running back
sacks.
or receiver.
So yeah, like Karlaftis, he gets 8 sacks and he's the starting edge rusher for a really good team. That could win him the award easy.
I mean, the way I'm looking at it, because I was going to pick an edge rusher for this regardless, because I don't see a corner winning it, because even they're not, unless a corner gets 5 picks or something like that. Like stats wise, they're not going to be in the books. And it seems like most NFL awards are stat awards.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I mean, between like I'm looking at Hutchinson, Thibodeau, and Trayvon, and it's just those teams are going to be down in a lot of games. So a lot of teams are going to be running the ball against them. Karlaftis is going to be up in many of the games, like you said, Cole, and he's going to be rushing the passer. He's going to have free reign. So
The value's great too.
So,
What's
yeah,
he at?
plus
2,000.
2,000,
Plus
yeah.
2K.
I mean,
yeah.
that's great. I mean,
Yeah.
because Hutchinson's a favorite at 450, Thibodeau at plus 775, Trayvon at plus 800,
And I mean,
and then Kyle Hamilton at plus 950.
and like I said, Karlaftis too was the type of guy to where he slipped, but like there were plenty of mock drafts out there before, a week or
First
two
round,
prior to where
yeah.
he was like a top 12 pick.
Yeah, I mean, it
Like,
helps he's got
we
Chris
know
Jones next to him.
Yeah, we know the talent's there. And on that D-line, the focus is going to be on Chris Jones. He's not going to be getting double teamed. He's probably going to have one-on-ones all day. So,
Yeah,
All right.
I like it.
Want to roll through these real quick and just do them all real quick?
Yeah, just
Just
rip
for the
them off.
real?
yeah.
All right. Just do all of them.
All right. NFL season awards. MVP, Justin Herbert. Offensive player of the year, Justin Jefferson. Defensive player of the year, Myles Garrett. Comeback player of the year, Jameis Winston. Offensive rookie of the year, Dameon Pierce. And defensive rookie of the year, Aiden Hutchinson.
Alrighty. So my NFL awards for the year, MVP, I got Josh Allen. Offensive player of the year, I got Justin Jefferson. Defensive player of the year, I got Nick Bosa. Offensive rookie of the year, I got Romeo Doubs. Defensive rookie of the year, I have George Karlaftis. Comeback player of the year, I have Derrick Henry. And then coach of the year, Doug McDermott.
Oh, shit, I forgot about Coach of the
didn't do
Year.
Coach of the Year.
Fuck, I totally forgot about that.
Fuck it. Just
My
Coach of
2020
the year, Nick Sirianni.
My 2022 NFL awards predictions: MVP Justin Herbert, Offensive Player of the Year Justin Jefferson, Defensive Player of the Year Micah Parsons, Comeback Player of the Year Khalil Mack, Offensive Rookie of the Year Kenny Pickett, and Defensive Rookie of the Year George Karlaftis. All right,
Let's
now
get into
fun
the good
time
stuff,
starts.
baby.
All right,
Here we
Let
go.
me pull these up real quick. All right, we got the Week 1 NFL betting odds. We're gonna go over every game, pick the spreads for every game.
This is why we're here.
And before we start, I got a couple notes.
Let the audience know.
There are 10 home dogs in this Week 1. In the last 45 years, there's only been more than 7 home dogs 4 times. So this is the most there's been.
good
home dogs.
pull.
Yeah, for sure.
Good
I looked
pull.
this up. It's crazy stats. Come on. And next one, road dogs that did not make the playoffs the previous year are 73, 46, and 4 ATS in Week 1. And that would count for the Steelers plus 6.5 versus the Bengals, Giants plus 5.5 versus the Titans, and Jags plus 3 versus the Commanders. All right. We happy with that?
Happy with
And then the last one is Colts have failed to cover the spread in their last 7 season openers.
I think that's going to change.
All right, and we're back. So last year, what week did we start picking every game against the spread?
We started week 11.
We started week 11, and when did Cole join?
Cole joined week 13.
Week 13. Okay, so read off our records
right.
from last year.
So
This is every game against the
just
spread.
for fun. We just started doing this, just the 3 of us last year, just for fun as a friendly competition. We picked every game against the spread each week, and we kept our records every week since week 11. So week 11, it was just me and Brophy this time. We had a rough week. We went 6-9 that week. After that, we soar. Since then,
Buy this stock now.
next week it was week 12. Brophy went 10-5. I went 7-8. Then Cole gets in. That week we go. Let's see. Brophy goes 9-5. Me and Cole go 11-3 that week.
Oh,
Good work.
Feel that?
Good work.
Now this is the thing. Cole got in a little late. He missed a week, and he missed that first rough week. So Cole's numbers are a little inflated. He missed out on those
Inflated.
rough weeks.
You know how to put your money with people.
But
all right?
we'll get to the end of year totals.
Yeah.
All of our end of year totals are pretty good.
Yeah.
Week 14, we had Brophy leading the charge 11-3. I went 9-5. Cole went 8-6 that week. Let's see. Week 15, Brophy went 8-8. I went 7-9, and Cole went 8-7. So pretty just mediocre across the board that week.
Good work.
Here we go. Week 16, Cole I guess you didn't do it that week. I don't really know what happened. I went 11-5. Brophy went 9-7 that week. It's a pretty solid week. Week 18 last week of the season. Cole went 8-8. I went 10-5-1. I pushed on Jets plus 17. Hell yeah. And Brophy went 10-6. That ended our regular season total last year. Brophy went 63-49 at a 59.4 percentage.
You know what?
That's a hell of a capper right there, baby.
Come on, you know what to go.
I went 61-44-1. That put me at 58.1%. So basically right there, a little underneath. And Cole, he went 35-25, putting him at 58.33%. So Cole got in a little late, missed some hard weeks, but he's still 58%. You got a 58%, a 58%, and a 59% hit rate.
This is who you put your money with.
And if you know anything about betting, if you hit 59% of your bets,
you're doing pretty
goddamn
good.
You're doing pretty freaking good.
And NFL, if you're anything over 51, 52%, you're considered a great
You're
bettor.
doing damn well. So we're going to do
anything
it.
over 50.
We're doing it this year. We're doing every single week. We're betting every single game, and we're going to keep
track of these.
And each week we'll go through what we missed, how we did that week.
If we could actually maintain let's say a 57, 58% for the year,
I think we'll be there.
That's fucking stellar.
It is. That's what we did last year. And that's how
stellar.
freaking crazy we are about football. We just did this for fun last year, just the three of us. All right, so we're going to get right into it. All right. 2022 football.
Let's do it.
Fuck yeah. Let's go, baby.
I think that's one thing, too. You're going to start to see a lot more gambling on this for NFL.
Absolutely. It's about to be a big betting pod.
Yes, but betting is, we all love betting. It's where our hearts are at. We're all passionate invested in it, so I love it. Let's get into it.
This is what we love,
some sort of I don't know, some sort of stakes for this.
We'll do some competition or something. For end of year totals, maybe a weekly total or something.
Yeah,
I would like a weekly competition type of deal, too.
Yeah. We should do a weekly competition and then an end of year, too.
I like that. I like that.
All right, we'll figure that out.
Actually, you know what we could do each week? The loser each week has to buy the beer for the podcast each week.
I'm down for that.
Yeah, and then at the end of the year, we'll figure out something to do for the overall winner.
Yeah. I like it.
All right, Brophy.
All right.
Read out those week one lines. I'm going to start
Week
plugging
one,
them.
are you ready to rumble?
I'm going to start plugging them in, baby.
All right. Opening night, first game, Buffalo Bills -2 in Los Angeles against the Rams.
I'm going Rams plus 2.5.
I'm going Bills -2.5.
And let's keep in mind these lines are subject to change since we're doing this on a
Well, we're picking them now.
We're picking them now. I know.
Picking them now.
Right,
So, if they
Cole,
change,
you're
we're
going Bills -2.5?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right, I mean, I was going to take the Rams
Hollywood?
+2, but if we're giving them 2.5, let's do 2.5.
You're going Rams +2?
Yeah, that's I'm going to take a line here.
Is it so it's plus -2?
Yeah, at least on here.
Your Bills -2.5.
And then Rams are +2?
Me and Brophy each took Rams +2.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Next, we got the Philadelphia Eagles -4 in Detroit.
I'm taking Eagles minus the points.
I'm taking Philly -4 as well.
Give me Detroit plus the 4.
All right. Hey, you despite the Lions sucking balls last year,
they did cover. They did cover.
We were all over betting the Lions last year.
I have some sort of feeling that with all this hype around the Eagles, they might lay a little bit of a stinker week one and keep.
I just feel like week one. I feel like the game's gonna be close till about midway through the third quarter, and I can just see the Eagles winning 31-23.
Well, I think the Eagles.
I'm also just not extremely high on the Lions. Like
I'm not, but I'd be willing to keep it close. I mean, I could also see. I mean, with the Eagles are gonna want to run the ball, so I think that's gonna allow the Lions to keep it because they're not going to score a shit ton of
Detroit can't
points.
Stop the run.
I know, but
Detroit's defense sucks balls. I think Philly's going to run it down their throat.
I think
will.
Philly
I think they're going to
covers.
get up by a touchdown or two second half. Jared Goff's going to be forced to throw. Philly wins by a touchdown plus.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, but I think
Philly covers.
I think them running the ball.
It is in Detroit.
Yeah, I think them running the ball though is going to allow the clock for the Lions to stay in it because I don't think the Eagles are going to go ahead and score 35 points.
Who knows? All speculation.
Regardless. Okay. All right.
We're all just. Yeah.
New Orleans -5.5 in Atlanta.
I'm taking Saints -5.5. I love that.
I am as well. Yep.
Give me the Saints.
We're all going on the Saints.
Yep.
Okay.
Baltimore Ravens -7 in New York. It moved to 7. I saw it at 6.5 all week, but I guess it moved 7.
I'm taking Ravens minus the
I am
tub.
too, which is kind of scary because I have all 4 favorites right now. But whatever, that's how we're gonna do it.
Yeah, the only one I have is
I'm
Rams. Are
taking,
you taking Ravens?
I'm taking the Ravens as well.
All right, we're all on Ravens -7.
All right, next Pittsburgh +6.5 in Cincinnati.
Give me the Steelers. I think Steelers cover that spread +6.5.
+6.5.
T-Bone, what you think?
I'm gonna go Cincy. I think with Trubisky at quarterback, he hasn't played a real season team with this game yet. Burrow's gonna come out slinging that thing. It's in Cincy. Give me Cincy minus 6.5.
All right,
I'm
Brophy.
taking the Steelers plus 6.5, and that's gonna be a
All right.
lock for me. I'm gonna take a lock on that.
Is that your?
All right.
We all have one lock of the week.
Yeah, I'm gonna take
All
that as
right.
my
Your
lock of
lock?
the week. I'll take that as my lock of the week.
All right.
Okay, that's a bold.
That's
lock.
your lock.
That's,
Yeah,
a
that's my
bold.
lock.
That's a
All
bold
right,
lock.
all right.
Divisional game, Tomlin, Flores, and but in Pittsburgh. I love it. All right, Patriots plus 3 in Miami.
I'll take Pats plus the field goal. I think that game's gonna be
Yeah,
close. I'll take the points.
I like Pats plus
But don't
3.
don't the Pats do shitty in Miami?
They do, but I just it's in Miami week 1. I
But
could
my
see
big
the
thing,
Pats.
my big thing is Belichick versus McDaniel week 1.
And
That's my big
Tyreek
thing.
hasn't played a game with Tua yet. If this offense, McDaniels, it's.
I mean, I think the teams are pretty even.
I think if it's a coach with his first game ever going against Belichick
Yeah.
plus points, give me Belichick plus points.
Yeah,
Going
I'll
against
take
Yeah,
Dallas.
Belichick.
I'm
First
gonna
game
take the
ever.
Patriots plus the 3.
Okay. We're all
Next.
on Pats plus 3.
Jags plus 2.5 in Washington.
I'm getting the Jag. I'll take Jag. It's plus 2.5.
Plus
not
2.5.
I
3?
saw it at 3.
2.5.
I saw it at 3.
Can we get it at 3?
Let's see.
I'd like to take it at 3.
I looked up these lines earlier. Mine said 3. Let's do 3.
Let's see. So it started at 4.
I like
down
the
to
hook. I
2.5.
want the hook.
I mean, all the books are at 2.5. I mean, FanDuel,
Let's go 2. We
DraftKings,
got to go
points
2.5.
bet.
So
I mean,
it's Jags plus 2.5.
I'll take Jags plus
everything.
2.5. I think Jags win that game.
I'm taking the Commanders minus 2.5.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Commanders. I was gonna go Jags at plus 3, but I don't know. I like Commanders at minus 2.5 now.
All right, so y'all are each on Commanders minus
Yep.
2. I'm
Yep.
taking Jags.
All right. San Fran minus 7 in Chicago.
I'm taking that. I'm taking San Fran minus the 7, and I'll take that as my lock. Unless you want it, Cole.
No, you got it.
Oh, someone's.
I'm actually thinking about going
Yeah,
Bears
I
plus
think you
7.
are.
You're going to take Bears plus 7?
Give me Bears plus 7.
All right.
It's at Soldier Field. Trey Lance is opening day. I think he's going to come out slow. I think 49ers are going to win, but I think it's going to be a touchdown game.
All right, Brophy.
Give me San Fran minus the 7.
That's probably the only one I'm not confident in the Washington one either.
I'm not confident in the Wash. I kind of want to switch to the Commanders.
You know what? Switch me to the 49ers minus 7. Yep.
You sure?
Yep.
All right.
Can't change it now.
Yep. Switch me.
It was in the book.
No, switch me.
All right, we're all Niners minus a tub. That's
All right.
my lock.
All right. This
Switch
has been betted down, but it's Cleveland plus 1 in Carolina.
It's down to plus 1. It
one.
was at 2.5
I know.
yesterday.
All right.
1 now.
My lock is Carolina minus 1 against Cleveland.
That is a lock.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to put a star by each
Baker
of our
Mayfield's
locks.
coming out guns blazing
Brophy, what was yours? Steelers?
at home in
Steelers.
Carolina against the Panthers with
Yeah.
Jacoby Brisket at QB.
Okay, so Cole, you're
lock.
taking Panthers minus 1?
Yep, that's my lock of the
God,
week.
I don't
Why
know.
are the Sharps on the fucking Browns?
I kind of want to take the Brown. No, it's Baker's going to come out pissed.
That's weird.
Is it in Carolina?
It's in Carolina.
Yep, in Carolina.
I'm taking Panthers. I'm not confident, but I'm taking. No, Jesus, I don't know. No, okay, McCaffrey's healthy. I'm taking Panthers minus the 1.
Yeah, I'm taking the Panthers minus 1 as well. 1 sec. Let me get
No
that.
one's on the Browns.
No.
I feel like we're gonna lose that one.
no.
I could definitely see that. Like, I don't know why. Like, it seems fairly obvious to me to take the Panthers, but like,
The Browns are the better team, though.
I mean, the Panthers still have a talented defense.
I feel like we're gonna lose that one, but I'm on
Actually,
Panthers
that might
minus
not be.
1.
That's not my lock. I changed my lock.
Okay.
I think I know what your next lock is, or what your lock is. All right, Colts minus 7 in Houston.
Oh, that I'm taking Colts all day.
I saw it at plus 8 for.
Yeah, I
Houston.
saw it at 8.
Wait, got bet back down. I don't know what to
All
tell
right,
you.
well, I'll take 7. I was gonna take 8. I'll take 7.
Yeah,
we-
everything's
are we
everything's
go-
at,
oh,
oh,
whoa,
Jesus.
whoa, whoa,
No,
whoa,
everything's
back.
at 7 now. 7.5 on FanDuel, but everything
Okay,
else is at 7.
7.5.
On
Give-
FanDuel.
What are we doing? 7 or 7.5?
I think 7.5.
I mean, everyone else has 7. I feel like we have to go 7.
let's go. I want 7.
I'm going Houston 7.5. If I can get them at 7.5.
We got to stick on the same line.
We got to go 7.
We got to go 7.
Like 8 out of 9 books had him at 7. Only
How
only
many
FanDuel has
dogs do I
7.5.
even have so far, bro?
I have 4.
have
Cole, you
one.
have
I have
you
one.
have 1.
How many do I have?
I can't go all favorites.
Brophy,
like
you
this.
have 4.
Beautiful.
Give me Houston plus 7.
You going Texans plus 7?
Yep.
I don't like that.
I'm gonna take Houston plus the 7 as
You're
well.
taking the Texans too?
Yep.
Oh, I'm
Matt
I'm
Ryan's first
stealing
game.
that.
It's at Houston.
I'm stealing that from
Hey,
y'all.
you didn't hear it earlier? Colts have not covered the spread in their last 7 season openers.
There you go. Houston, I feel like always plays them kind of close too.
I'm gonna steal that game from y'all. Book it.
Next, Vegas plus 3 in Los Angeles
Against the Chargers?
against the Chargers.
Oh man.
Give me Chargers -3.
I'll take the Chargers as well.
I think I got it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Chargers too.
Ah.
Brophy, you're for sure Chargers?
Yeah.
Oh God, this one's at.
God, it's at 3. I think that's gonna push, honestly.
I don't know, bro. That's a tough one.
I'm gonna take the Chargers. I don't know about.
Give me Raiders +3.
You're going Raiders +3?
Yeah, I'm switching my answer.
God, I can't. I want to be on the Raiders. God damn it.
I know we're not up there yet, but dude, you're not gonna believe what the Chiefs line's at. 'Cause we looked at it yesterday or
Is it
2 days ago.
moved?
Oh, dude, it's at 6.
I looked
6.
I looked at it earlier today, like a few hours ago, and it was -3.5.
I'm telling you, dude, these are all like the live shit from like every book. Like they're all at 6 or 6.5. It started at 3 and now it's all moved. Like especially this is week. Like this is when shit
Jesus.
moves.
It's -6.
Yeah, it's
What's
6.
it on ESPN?
I mean, they should
It's
have.
at 6, dude. That's
I might go
lot.
Cardinals in that.
I think I
case.
want to go Cardinals. Yeah. Oh my God, ESPN has it at 6.5. And
All right.
Cardinals are
well,
at
that's
home.
that's not the next game up. No, we got to
Okay,
go.
What's next game?
It's Green Bay -1 in Minnesota.
Oh, I'm taking Vikings +1. I think Vikings win that game.
Give me the Vikings.
I'm
plus the
also
1.
going Vikings.
So we're all taking Vikings to win.
Yep.
I love it.
Or tie.
All right.
Okay.
Vikings +1.5.
All right. Next is Giants +5.5 in Tennessee.
I'm taking Titans -5.5. I think Derrick Henry's gonna.
Yeah, give me
destroy
Titans.
y'all.
Give me the G-men plus the 5.5.
Yeah, you got to go with the G-men.
Yeah. -5.
I like that. I love that stat that I read off earlier.
You're going G-men +5.5.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Next is Kansas City -6 in Arizona.
God, 6.
I'm gonna take the Chiefs -6. I don't feel great about it, but
I
I'm
loved
gonna
them at
take it.
3.5.
I liked him at 4.
I don't know how I feel about 6 though.
Yeah.
I'm
Are
gonna
you
take the
going
6.
Chiefs
I'm
-6?
gonna take the 6.
Shit, I don't know.
I know. I'm gonna guess that the sharps are gonna keep betting this up, and it's gonna get to like 7.5, 8.
There's no way it gets up to 7.5, 8.
I bet it gets
Cardinals
to 7.
are at
I bet
home.
it gets to 7.
I'm going Cardinals.
I am too.
I'm taking Cardinals plus
I am
the
too.
6.
Yeah, give me
I'm
Cardinals.
taking the points.
I think-
the
I
Cardinals
think-
are too good.
I think Andy Reid's 5-2 in home openers with the Chiefs against the spread.
I
This
don't
team, this is a
care.
different
Cardinals
team.
play
though.
well up front.
Yeah, give me Cardinals.
I'm taking
Call of Duty
Cardinals,
hasn't been
too.
released yet.
All right, last two. Tampa Bay -2.5 in Dallas Sunday
I thought
night.
it was at 1.5.
It's up to 2.5.
They're all just switching.
I'm telling you, dude. It's like midweek. This is when this shit happens.
Oh man, I'm taking Bucks minus the 2.5.
Yeah, it's also a juice to the 2.5, so it's gonna go up to 3 here soon.
What are y'all doing?
Give me the Bucks 2.5.
I don't think we win that game. And if it's at 2.5, I mean you're betting a field goal.
I don't know. I mean,
You think Cowboys take it game week 1?
I really like Bucks at -1.5, but with all this shit going on with Brady, wasn't at camp. They're missing Ryan Jensen. It's in Dallas. We lost to him last home opener, and we were right there. Chris Godwin's probably not going to play. Give me the boys +2.5.
All right.
All right,
Is that what it is? +2.
plus 2.5. 2.5.
Give me the boys.
And then Seahawks Broncos.
Yeah,
Yes.
Broncos in Seattle -6.5.
Give me Broncos minus.
That's
the
my
6.
lock of the week. Is Denver -6.5.
I love
I
that.
have no real reason for taking this, but I'm taking the Seahawks plus a 6.5.
That's
All right.
Nah, I don't like that. at
Sometimes
all.
you
I
just gotta
don't
get-
love.
sometimes
I
you just
don't
gotta go
love
with
it
your gut.
either.
I
But
get it.
every first Monday night game is always a weird game, and for some reason, I could see that game being close for no
All right,
reason.
Cole, that's your lock.
Yep.
Okay. All right, I got them all in.
So hold up. So should the locks count as like 2 points each week?
No.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
that's just.
then what's the point of the lock?
It's,
then?
I
It's
think
just for the
more For
people.
the real, yeah. It's for the people.
Come on, the lock's got to count
Yeah.
for something else. It's got to be worth more than every other bet.
No, it's for the people.
don't agree with
Not
that.
for the season total, because the season we're betting so many games.
Yeah.
We should have a record of our locks, though. I mean, just on their own.
Yeah,
we
separate
can do
record of
that.
locks. Yeah.
All right. We're up to the last segment here.
Well, do we want to run through these real quick?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I guess we should do that. Okay.
God, this looks pretty. Look at
it's
this.
so good to have it back.
We're back.
Okay.
Should we just roll with one of our picks per week for the reels? Because I feel like if we're putting up our picks and we're all saying different shit, it's like who knows who to pick.
Yeah, honestly, just do
You
like
see
our
what I'm
locks of the
saying?
week.
Yeah, we can just do our locks
Yeah.
of the week. I'm good.
All right.
Yeah.
Luke, what are your
All right.
locks of the week?
Are we just doing one?
Just doing one. What's your lock of the
My
week?
lock of the week is the 49ers in Chicago. They're covering the 7.5. They're covering the 7-point spread. They're going to beat the Bears by more than a touchdown. I'm going Niners -7 as my lock.
My lock of the week is Denver -6.5 at Seattle. Yes, this is Russell Wilson's old team in the Seahawks, but this Seahawks team is starting Geno Smith at quarterback, arguably one of the worst rosters in this league. Denver is ready to come out, ready to play. I think they're going to spank them. Give me the points. Denver -6.5.
My lock for week 1 of the 2022 NFL season is the Pittsburgh Steelers +6.5 in Cincinnati. Divisional game, Tomlin. That's all that really needs to be said.
Bang.
We still
Bang.
+6.5.
All right.
Lock it in.
And just for those locks, Brophy's lock, Cole is on the Bengals that week. And for some God knows reason,
Oh,
Brophy's on the Seahawks.
I don't even know why I'm on
+6.5
them.
So
Bulls
our,
week.
our locks are contradicting here, huh?
Yeah.
My lock, the Niners. We are all on
Niners,
Niners
yeah.
-7.
Yeah, I don't even know why I'm on the Seahawks, but I'm on them.
I almost picked Chicago +7. I switched it up, though.
I can't believe y'all are both on Texans +7.
There's going to be a game on here to where a +7 or 8 team's going to cover, and I think it's going to be Houston. Like, it's so easy to – I feel like it's easy to pick all the -6, 7.
It's easy to go
eights,
chalk. It's
but-
easy to go
but
chalk.
You're
one-
taking the
but
Texans?
But one of these – I mean, Matt Ryan, his first game in the Colts. They're playing in Houston.
Oh,
Davis
no.
Mills, he knows the system. And Houston, like I said, they stayed in games last
They
year.
got Lovey now. Lovey.
They got Lovey. Lovey's been around. I mean, let's look Baltimore Jets, Houston Indy, 49ers Chicago, Denver Seattle. Those are all like minus or +6 or more. One of those dogs is going to cover.
I think the Steelers cover it.
Or Pittsburgh.
I love the Steelers.
I'm on the Steelers.
And give me Houston, man. Don't think they're going to win, but I think they're going to lose by a touchdown or less.
All right.
Maybe I love a nice little backdoor cover.
I
I'll
love
tell you
it.
What.
Oh yeah.
I am worried about the backdoor
A
cover.
nice little Nico Collins
I could
touchdown.
I could definitely see them being down like 21 to like 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Cover.
All right.
All right.
Last segment of the day, we're gonna go over some daily fantasy values that
Hey, y'all are shared on this, right? Let me make sure.
Yeah,
Should be.
I think we should be.
Yeah, y'all are shared on this. Cole, your email is still lockleycole@gmail.
Yeah.
Brophy, Kbrof at Sage Roofing.
fuck yeah.
Hell yeah. If y'all need a roofer, this your guy.
That's your guy.
Yeah, hit me up.
If you need insurance, this
I'm
is your
your
guy.
guy. Need
If
a
you
lure?
If you need a lure,
That's your guy.
I'm your guy.
All right. Well, for daily fantasy, Luke, I'll let you take this away. This is where you.
Oh,
this is where you
buddy,
thrive.
I love fantasy. I love daily fantasy, baby. This is my shit. All right, I'm just gonna go. I made a lineup. I'm just gonna go through my lineup. I think all these guys I'm taking are great value, and I'm gonna just pull up. This is on DraftKings, so I don't know what y'all play on FanDuel, DraftKings, whatever. I'm on DraftKings. I'm going with my guys. At quarterback, I got Jalen Hurts. Right now, Jalen Hurts is going at $6,800. He's the 7th quarterback price-wise. Guys like Josh Allen are a grand more. Mahomes, Herbert, Lamar, Kyler, Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson are all above him. I think Jalen Hurts against Detroit. I bet he gets a rushing touchdown. I think I don't see his floor under 18 points. I also like getting at a good quarterback in DraftKings. I think is important. I'm taking Jalen Hurts as my quarterback. I think he's a lock for 18 points. I think he could push 30 if he gets a rushing touchdown, scores a couple passing touchdowns. He's my quarterback. At my RB1, I'm going Najee Harris. For some God knows what reason, Najee Harris right now is the 14th running back price-wise. Najee, I mean, like, we know the workload he's going to get. It's not like Cincinnati has a terrifying
14th?
defense. It's the 14th. Dude,
Jesus.
wait till I get to some of these. Like, this is insane. But, I mean, Najee with the workload being the 14th price running back, I don't know how you can't take him.
Yeah.
The guy's going to get 25 touches, probably going to score a touchdown. RB2, this one is just ridiculous. This Elijah Mitchell is going for $5,400 right now.
Absolute steal.
For running back, do you know what that price is? Cole, let me tickle your tits real quick
36?
on this. He is the 37th running back.
Jesus. Who's around him?
You want to know who's around him?
Yeah.
For running back, Elijah Mitchell is surrounded by Ramon Stevenson, J.K. Dobbins, and James Robinson are all above him for more money. Breece Hall is above him for more money. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Miles Sanders are his price. So is Chuba Hubbard. You're getting Elijah Mitchell, who's going to run for probably 25
Chuba
times.
Hubbard's the same price?
Mhm.
That's ridiculous. Who's
Okay,
making these
The
I
fucking
guys
don't-
below him, Darrell Henderson is $100 below him. Darrell Henderson's $5,300. You can get Elijah Mitchell for $5,400 in a game where the game script lines up perfectly. I think regardless of anything you do, you have to have Elijah Mitchell in your lineup this week. I don't know how you don't.
Hell?
All right.
What the?
For receivers, I went value on receivers this whole time. I got Christian Kirk, my receiver one, for $5,100. Christian Kirk isn't even in the top 40 receivers for price-wise. We know that the Commanders don't have a great secondary. Christian Kirk's coming in as wide receiver one, week one. I think for his price, $5,100, you're getting him for basically nothing.
Yeah.
I think that's a great value. Wide receiver two, Michael Pittman. Also, Michael Pittman, great matchup, Houston Texans. I mean, Dick Mills is going to push that ball, probably be in the game a little bit. He's going for $5,500. That's the 34th graded receiver price-wise. Pittman, 34th.
That's so stupid.
DraftKings does not like my players, huh?
I love Pittman this week. I don't know
Didn't
how
he
you
against the
couldn't.
Texans?
Yeah, I mean, the 34th priced receiver, that's insane.
The only thing you worry about though is obviously is like if they get
Bruh.
up and the
Mhm.
points don't go to Pittman and then they start running the ball.
They have
But like,
Mark Ingram at 5,900.
Yeah, they have Mark Ingram $500 more than Elijah Mitchell. How do you even make that?
Hell?
And my third receiver, I got Juju at $5,200. Again, outside the top 40 for receivers. I mean, pending Juju's health, obviously, he's going to be the number one on this team. The Cardinals are going to push the ball. It's probably going to be a close game. Juju's going to probably catch at least 8 passes. DraftKings does PPR. I mean, Juju for $5,200. He's also outside top 40. I think that's great value getting at receiver.
Yeah.
For tight end, I'm going Zach Ertz, staying in that Arizona, that Chiefs game. I think Nuke out. We saw Zach Ertz last year with Nuke out. He was great. He was like a top 6 tight end. I think it's gonna be a passing game this whole time. It's the Cardinals-Chiefs game. I think you're gonna see Zach Ertz at least with 6-7 catches, especially PPR. He's at $4,400. He's ranked as the 12th priced tight end this week. I think that's great value getting him at tight end. And this entire thing boils down to me saving money, getting these value guys. So my flex can be Alvin Kamara at $7,600 against the Falcons. So right now I got Jalen Hurts, Najee Harris, Alvin Kamara, Michael Pittman, Juju, Christian Kirk, Zach Ertz, and Elijah Mitchell. With my defense as the Broncos versus Seahawks at $3,500.
I love that.
no, that's fantastic.
I think I may make that lineup.
I have a lot of money going on that lineup this
Yeah.
week. I think that lineup's
How much
fire.
money?
$30.
It's a lot in draft.
But that's a lot
Yeah,
for DraftKings. Yeah.
Are you in a
50-50.
A 50-50.
Yeah,
okay.
I always do.
Oh, you got to do the
50-50.
tournaments, baby. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
don't
you,
like
got, you got to
doing-
make
You gotta
it
go big or
interesting.
go home.
I only
motherfucker. Come on.
only put $50 in my account. So if I lose it, I'm already in the shitter.
I'm gonna put.
Well,
I
if
might
you
use that line to
if you
put $10 on
30
it.
though,
To put $10 on
if
a
you put
tournament.
30 though on one of those tournaments, like what does that look like?
Oh, dude, you win so
You
much.
win
If
a
you
lot.
win in that tournament, you win a good amount of money.
But I mean,
What
just-
if you get like? Actually, I'll just look it up right here.
I just need to do it. I did it like 2 years ago.
But I mean, just this lineup, my quarterback is Jalen Hurts, and my 2 running backs are Kamara and Najee Harris.
so basically, you have a top 5 quarterback, top 3 quarterback play this week for sure.
Yep.
You have a top 15, probably top 10 play in Elijah Mitchell, and top 5 play, top 3 play maybe in Kamara
And Najee.
and Najee. who I
And then
mean,
receivers, I got Christian Kirk, Michael Pittman, and Juju, who should all PPR-wise be great. And
top
Zach
20
Ertz.
for sure.
Yeah. I love this lineup. I'm all over this lineup this week. And I got
It's a good
Broncos
lineup.
defense.
It's a
I got
great- it's a
Broncos
great lineup.
defense going up against whoever the hell's starting, Geno Smith, whatever Seattle's
Yeah.
got going on. I'll take that all day.
That's a hell of a lineup.
I'm just gonna list off my value plays real quick because all I got is value plays.
Mhm.
Value play I got at quarterback is Justin Fields against the Niners at 5,600. I just think that's incredibly cheap for a guy who's gonna be down in the game, gonna be throwing a lot. He's gonna be running a lot.
Justin Fields?
I don't know if I'm gonna take him. I think he's not a bad value play quarterback. They're gonna be down. He's gonna be throwing the ball. He's gonna be running around. I mean, I don't think that's that horrible. Especially garbage points. I could totally see that.
He could end up with like 9 points, though.
He could. That's why he's a sleeper.
I'm literally making the lineup right now that you just mentioned, Luke.
Yeah.
Dude, that line, I'm telling you, I made that lineup a week ago, and I was like, this is fire.
Who were the receivers?
Christian Kirk, Michael Pittman, and Juju.
The next guy I got Miles Sanders at Detroit for 5,400. I think that's great value. The Detroit run
Pittman?
defense is horrible.
Oh, wait.
No, Miles Sanders.
Oh, okay.
The Detroit run defense is shit. They already came out today. I think the offensive coordinator came out and said that like Miles Sanders is like, not that it was in question, but he is the guy that we're going to run this offense through basically.
Who's your tight end?
Zach Ertz. And then another value play I got is J.D. McKissick versus the Jags at 5,100. I think with Antonio Gibson being the only healthy back there, I think he's going to catch a shit ton of passes because they clearly don't exactly enjoy Antonio Gibson based off what they've said. They're talking about putting him in the kick return role. I mean, I like McKissick's ability to catch passes, especially be a great flex play in this week. Next, another running back play I got Saquon at the Titans for 6,100. I just think the amount of touches he's going to get, the volume he's going to get, if he's going to be catching passes. I mean, his backup's fucking Matt Breida, for God's sakes. I think everyone kind of knows that if this offense has any shot of working, it's going to be because of Saquon. So, especially this week against the Titans, I mean, just about not any week, obviously, against they're going against the top 2 or top 3 defense, but the amount of touches he's about to get, we know he's healthy this week. I like the play there. And next at wide receiver, I got Mike Williams versus the Raiders for 6,600.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, it's the Raiders. It's going to be a shootout. Herbert's going to be tossing that pigskin, and I don't see a way he doesn't come out with at least one touchdown this week.
Yep.
Honestly, so I love that play. And then my tight end, I like Big Bob Tunyon at Minnesota for 3,900. I think, especially with the unfamiliarity on the outside there. I mean, Robert Tunyon just got tossed 10, 11 touchdowns 2 years ago before he tore his ACL by Aaron Rodgers. I think that's someone he's going to be looking to. He's familiar with him. So I like that play, especially at 3,900. I usually like to go like tight ends who I think will catch touchdowns that and like get them for cheap. But no, I like that play at 3,900.
I like it. I like it. And I
yeah.
honestly, I don't have any. I mean, I didn't really look up any, but I love all y'all's.
Yeah.
So.
I love my lineup. This is one of the most confident I've been.
I
I
mean,
mean,
I'm gonna probably be using
Mitchell
a good
is
chunk
the
of your lineup.
RB 37.
isn't that ridiculous?
That doesn't
Makes
make
no
any
sense.
sense.
I mean,
Especially against the Bears.
Ramon
Like
Stevenson.
if he was
over
facing
him.
some high-powered offense,
Yeah.
then I'd get it because they're not going to run the ball. But they should be up 21-3 going into the third quarter against the Bears.
The only thing that you might worry about though is if they get up by so much late that they don't want to risk him getting hurt because he did have a little bit of an injury problem last year, and they do.
I
give
think
to Jeff
if they
Wilson.
get up, the more they get up, the more I think it benefits them.
Yeah, but
I don't see any.
I know, but
he doesn't get at least 20
I feel like
carries this
there's.
week.
Yeah,
I
I
feel like they're
don't
got to
either.
be somewhat worried about him getting hurt with the time he missed last year. Like
I
he
mean,
missed,
just
5
for
games last
the
year?
for the price that he's at.
Yeah,
For the
I mean,
price,
they-
yeah,
they
the price is
have-
ridiculous,
beat it.
and that's
I
what
mean,
their
who-
offense runs through as a
You
run game
named
for
like
sure.
4 guys that aren't even going to guaranteed like 8 or 9 touches.
Well, that was I can't explain. That's just ridiculous. They have like Daryl
Bro,
Henderson in that same
explain
ballpark.
this.
I wish I could. But I mean, why is Daryl Henderson in the same ballpark? Why is Mark Ingram $500 more?
Yeah,
Like,
why is Mark?
It just does not make any sense.
I mean, Mark Ingram, if they get up big, could get a touchdown or 2. But I mean,
there's no point.
Well, I mean,
No,
and
but
just
Mark
and
Ingram
just
should
for
be like $3,800.
I mean, and
I get
just
they're
for
playing the
reference
Falcons,
this
but
week
still.
on the receivers too, like Jalen Waddle's at 6,400 against the Pats. DK is at 6,200 against the Broncos, going up against Patrick Surtain. You can get Pittman for at least $700 cheaper. You can get Juju for at least $1,000 cheaper, and you can get Christian Kirk for $1,100 cheaper. Like, I think those are just steals, especially PPR. Like,
Yeah.
they're going to eat. Like, they're going to catch 6 passes this week.
Yeah.
I don't see a scenario where they don't. So,
Yeah. I love it. And
I like it.
I love it.
I want some more of it. Woo!
Love it. Oh, Jesus. What a great song. All right. All right. That about wraps it up
we
here.
want to run through it real quick.
Oh, yeah. You want to
for
run?
real?
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Run through your lineup. I got
right.
nothing, but run through your lineup.
All right, DFS value lineup this week. This is on DraftKings. At quarterback, we have Jalen Hurts, $6,800. Running back 1, Najee Harris, $6,400. Running back 2, Elijah Mitchell, $5,400. Wide receiver 1, Michael Pittman, $5,500. Wide receiver 2, Juju Smith-Schuster, $5,200. Wide receiver 3, Christian Kirk, $5,100. Tight end, Zach Ertz, $4,400. And at flex, Alvin Kamara against Falcons, $7,600. And then give me the Broncos defense for $3,500 against the Seahawks. Let's go make some money this week, baby. Come on now.
I think I'm going to
I
come.
see a few grand in our account.
Oh, hell yeah.
Brophy's going to come. We're making thousands.
Love it.
Win.
Win.
Winner, chicken
And football
dinner.
is back, baby.
It's back.
Hey, next time
This
you,
is we've survived fucking 10, 11 weeks without football.
It's a drought for a while.
Oh,
we had
man,
match
we're
basketball
back.
that ended, and then we're
Yeah.
dicking around in baseball. Like, what
hey,
the hell are we even
next
doing
time
here?
you see us,
Way to watch the USFL. I mean, but we're back in full throttle.
yeah, next time you see us, we'll be 1 week in
Oof.
to NFL football, baby.
God,
we
it's
will
beautiful.
be
And
officially.
we will see all of y'all's beautiful faces here in 1 week and breakdown week 2.
Get ready to make some money this year, ladies.
Oh, yeah.
we
We
got
mid-season
we're gonna have
Heavy gambling.
DFS. We'll have
Heavy
DFS lineups going each week. We're gonna have
Mhm.
the picks going each week.
Mhm.
We're making money this
This
year.
is
boys.
gonna get fun. We're gonna actually start talking about shit with live activity.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
we've been
live
waiting. We've been
activity.
waiting for this day.
Oh yeah, that's
Hey,
what it's all
next-
about right here.
Hey, next week we're officially in mid-season.
We are.
Shit, yeah,
Think
we
about
are.
that.
We have.
Hey, we've been
we
training
have
the past
7
3
hours
months.
of
all right?
commercial-free football.
Scott Hansen's back, baby. All right. Thank y'all. Go ahead, like and subscribe. Punch the air for us. Get us on TikTok. Get us on Instagram.
Pew!
Love y'all.
Let's out.